chat, what the heck? I've only been gone for not even like 2 weeks. I open up my streaming tab for YouTube. I pop open my chat, and YouTube feels the need to notify me, hey, just so you know, there's this thing at the top where you can filter between live chat and top chat. Like, I've been, how long? How many streams have I done, YouTube? Come on. Don't treat me like a fool. Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. I missed you all. How's it going? I am back from family vacation. Went off to visit my grandma alongside my mom and my sister. It was a fun time. It was a fun time. It was good to get away, be forced to take a break. As Eliza Hamilton might say, take a break and get away. Run away with us for the summer. Let's go upstate. Except not upstate. It was actually like across several provinces. But it feels good to be back. I feel nice and refreshed and ready for action. Hello, hello. It's good to see everyone's here. I look at all these names I recognize. Hello. Epsilon Aphrodite, Artemis Vavatsika, Karita Hearts, J Nuggets, Maggie, Bex, Marshmallow Opossum, Sid, Downtime, Dog.Cat, Neo Cat. Hello. Hello, everybody. Ghost with Bow, Arabella, Miss Palindrome, Love Pixie, just says E. Eh. That's like the Surskit. Surskit goes ah. Ah. Durmeister, Steph, Julius Roberts, Lucas, Sugar Prince, Mega Gem, EVE. Tharid, just saying hi for the first time. Hello, nice to see you here. Welcome on in. All right, well, it's gonna take a little bit to get the rust off. Like I said, it hasn't even been like 2 weeks. Maybe it's been like, well, around 2 weeks probably. Either way, it's been long enough. I just need to get my rust off, but we're gonna start with Nightbot is awake, I see. So Nightbot, can you hit me with a little exclamation point goal? And we can get our get things underway here. Ship caviar is our goal currently. The only real thing in the way of us right now, right now is finding a sturgeon via Krobus, probably. So, hello, Purple. All right, chat. It's been so long, but it feels like it's been no time at all. You know how that is? I was like weirdly nervous to start the stream today because I'm gonna be like, oh, do I still have it? I don't know if I ever had it to begin with, but I'm going in anyway. Nerves be darned. Before we get into it, though, before we get into Stardew, we do have a little bit of fan art to go over, and then a little Puffurtle to play because I still like my daily Puffurtle every now and again. But before we get to that, let's go to the fan art. We just got one lovely new piece today, but it's going to set us off on the right foot. This little lovely kitty from Jezzy B in the Discord. A little slice of pie, if you will. So cute. So cute. The cutest pie ever seen. This side of Grampleton. Thank you very much, Jezzy B, for this amazing little piece of fan art. Thank you to all the fan artists who have shared fan art over the past year and a bit. It's been amazing seeing the talents of the community on display. If you'd like to share your own fan art, exclamation point Discord. There is a link to the Discord in the description below the stream as well, where there's a fan art channel where you can let us know how you want to be credited, if you want to be credited, if you want to be shown on stream at all. That's your prerogative. It doesn't have to be as cute as Jezzy B's. It doesn't have to be. It's any and all art is appreciated. Thank you very much. It's very cute. Very, very cute. And Tyler Watson, thank you for being a member for 9 months at the Positron level. Good to see you back. It's weird, right? It hasn't been that long, but it feels like it's been so long just because like I stream relatively often. So I can't pronounce that name, but the $5 super chat, by the way. Why does a cow count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10? Because they lactate. They lacked 8. How long have you been cooking that one up? That's that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hollis Bostic, thank you for being a member for 3 months at the Electron level. Glad you're back. Had a fun time. Missed you. And had a fun time. I don't know if fun is the right word to describe it. It was an enjoyable time. We'll get into it once I actually get to the game, but I'll tell you a bit more about the vacation and how it went down. It was an enjoyable time with family. I don't know if fun is necessarily the right word though. Either way, let's get our Puffurtle done. For those who haven't seen Puffurtle before, you're in for a treat. I believe this is the one here. Welcome to Puffurtle. We pick the daily, and then it'll give us a random fish in Stardew Valley. We'll have to like catch it, and then based on its catching pattern, we'll have to determine what the fish was, based purely on in-game knowledge and experience. By the way, because I'm not going to be looking at the chat for the next little bit, because I don't want to be spoiled. Jerry Van Hove, thank you for being a member for 2 months at the Neutron level as well. Glad you're back and hope you got some relaxation and recharge time in. You don't realize how much you need a break until you have a break sometimes. It's kind of wild. Like a real prolonged break like that. It was kind of like an epiphany almost. Anyway, here we go. Daily Puffurtle. Let's get it done. Excuse me? Chad, it's broken? I broke it? Alright, Daily Puffurtle. I got autocomplete in here now, too. Alright, well, we just have to... Oh, no. What happened? I didn't get to catch my fish. It skipped the catching. It's trashed? Yeah, it's green algae on here. Green... Oh, what the heck? Okay. I guess I don't actually normally fill that in anywhere. That happens sometimes. All right, well, we're just gonna take a guess here. I'm gonna say this is probably a void salmon. No, what do we get? Where do we get the most information from? We would probably get a good amount of information from. You know what? Void salmon. I'm feeling it. Submit. Okay. Weather is correct, so it's all weather. Wrong location, wrong time. So it's not all day, it's not all season, because the void salmon is a very special kind of fish. Wrong location. All right, let's think ocean fish. Ocean fish with specific times that can be caught in any weather. I'm thinking squid. Okay, it is at least partially ocean. The squid is partially ocean. Is there anywhere else the squid can be caught? I think it's only ocean. So this is ocean and something else. And it's the wrong season. The squid is only winter, I'm pretty sure. Wrong time as well, but there is overlap time. Could this be... Oh, I almost want to say super cucumber, but I'm pretty sure you can catch super cucumbers in the winter. This is not a fish you can catch in winter normally. And it's in the ocean, but also elsewhere. Give me... No, tilapia does not overlap with the time of the squid, I don't think. Albacore. What is not available? Could it be octopus? Octopus doesn't overlap with the time of the squid either, does it? So octopus is also available on Ginger Island. Hit me with the super cucumber. Why not? Let's just see. Okay, okay. Not really that much information, to be honest with you. What time is the squid available? It's like a nighttime fish, but I don't know like when it starts being available is the problem. Part of me wants to say like flounder, but flounder I think is flounder available in the winter? The sea cucumber is available in the fall and the winter, I think. Hit me with a flounder. Give me a flounder on this one. Oh, baby! He's still got it! Not bad, not bad. Despite not even getting the chance to actually catch the fish properly, we still got it. I'll take it, baby. Oh, nice. All right. You love to see it. That's your daily Puffurtle. A little bit off kilter because I didn't actually get to catch the fish properly, but we still got it done. Focus on location has to be more than just the ocean. Yeah, I think it's like ocean, but like Ginger Island is also like a separate location from ocean. You can't catch a squid on Ginger Island. Either way, we got it in the end. Skipped mods. I have multiple copies of this mod installed. Okay, that's fine. I think I accidentally must have like double copied a mod into my mod folder. I think we're all right though. Oh my gosh, Beatrix, it's been so long. It's been so long, girl. Let me hop into this file and then I'll bring you guys in as well. It's been so long, but it's been so not long as well. All right. It might be black screen for a second. Yeah, but we're back now. We back. We back in this. All right. Here we go. Fractured Farm. I don't even remember what the heck I was doing, dude. Holy. I mean, at a core level, all we're doing right now is... Look at all this jade. Holy moly. Ooh, starting off right with a song like this. Get me started on the right foot, baby. All that jade, we're celebrating. We celebrate the small wins around here, okay? We celebrate the small wins. All right, I need to get my head on straight. Get some kazooms in chat, some homies. Oh my gosh, I didn't expect to be blessed by kazoom so early like this. I forgot that we did all the pathing as well, chat. Our farm is so beautiful. I completely forgot about this pathing, to be honest with you. This is an amazing surprise. Oh my gosh, the lucky bonsai tree. Look at this place. Why does it feel nostalgic? But it's like not nostalgic. I've only been gone 2 weeks, dude. But it feels like forever. It feels way too long. Early stream blessings. Kazoom is gonna set us off on the right foot for sure. This will be a musically blessed stream. Did we build yet? Yeah, we did build another fish pond for our eventual sturgeon, so we got that under control. Good to see. Good to see that I was ahead of the game on that one. Purple, thank you for renewing your membership at the Electron level, by the way. Greatly appreciate it. Oh my gosh, I just want to dance now. We got the golden clock. It never gets old seeing the gold clock peeking over the tree, by the way. All right, so what is the modus operandi right now? We're not really... Are we collecting mushrooms still? I know we are, like, still in a bit of a money mindset because I mean, it's old habits die hard. I'm still, like, collecting stuff as I usually did just to have extra money for future goals. But that's not the main crux of what we're doing. I don't remember if I was actually collecting mushrooms because it feels like that's a little bit superfluous to what I need to be doing right now. Regardless, I've done it, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop some of these away. We have a few mushrooms in here, not many though. We were doing fruit. When's our harvest day? Oh gosh. Okay, so fruit trees we harvest every 3 days. But when is the ancient fruit harvest? Ancient fruit harvest is every... Does anyone remember? Does anyone have a photographic, photorealistic memory? Oops. And know when our harvest day is. Is Monday or Tuesday? Miss Palindrome, I should have known. I should have known. I was also leaning towards Monday or Tuesday. But thank you for having my back. We'll check back in on Monday. Actually, let's check right now. We're here anyway. Might as well grab some of whatever's in here. We had some in there, but it's from a previous harvest day or not. We still got it, so. Also, why am I holding all my ancient fruit? I've been turning it into ancient fruit jelly and wine. That's right. Okay, that's what. It's all coming back. All the memories start flooding back by virtue of Kazoom. The Kazoom motorway. It's true. I mean, music has an effect on memory, right? I know that like smell is more intrinsically tied to memory, I think, but music is also very tied to memory. Music and sounds in general, I think. All right, so I think we just sleep until... So we're sleeping until Wednesday. I remember that. We sleep until Wednesday because that's when Krobus sells fish. And And that's when we'll have a chance at getting a sturgeon. So let's just go ahead and do that. Start doing that. We'll pick up our fruit every now and again. We'll continue making the goat cheese. In fact, we actually might need to go pick up some more goat milk before too long, because I think we're pretty much out here. So why don't I go do that today, actually? I'll just go top up on my goat milk since I'm out and about anyway. Any stimulus can be linked to a memory. I believe that, yeah. I always hear that smell is the strongest one that can link to memory, though. I know smell and taste are very strongly linked, just as far as senses go. Chat, how many senses are there actually? I know we all learn in like grade 3 that there are 5 senses. There's sound, smell, touch, sight, and taste. But there's like there's many more, right? How many more are there? Do I have enough ancient seeds ready for next year's planting? I was actually thinking about that in the back of my head. I don't think I've done the seed makering for next year yet, so we'll have to save some ancient fruit for that. But we got plenty already, so I'm not stressed about it. Good thinking though. The 6th sense, those are the external senses. But what about like the ability to sense temperature? Is that different than like touch? Alright, where do we get goat milk? I don't remember which barns will contain goat milk. That's touch? But it's not touch though, right? Because like, oh, my inventory's freaking full. Okay, I'm gonna go back and empty my inventory and then come back for more goat milk. But like, I can sense what temperature it is roughly in the air, but I'm not... I mean, I guess I am touching the air, but that's, like, not quite the same as, like, tactile touch, right? I don't think of it as touching. Your skin is sensing the temperature. And then someone mentioned, proprioception, sleepless insanity. Your sense of where your body is in the world. That's, like, your sense of balance, right? Like, your inner ear sense, basically. Lance, thank you. It feels good to be back. Your skin is an organ which detects things like that. Is the skin the only thing that detects temperature? I feel like your body works in concert with many different systems to detect temperature. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it is just the skin, but... Okay, let's grab all of our large goat milks. Hunger, thirst, and sleepy are senses. Is that the scientific classification, the sleepy sense? I'm a little eepy. Alright, hold on. We gotta try and sneak our way in here. I don't even know if there is any goats in this barn. In fact, I think there aren't. But it was worth checking. Alright. All 5 senses work together most of the time. It's hard to separate. I feel like taste, like if any of the five core senses are like not pulling their weight, I feel like taste it could be doing more. Maybe I don't give it enough credit, but like taste, I feel like pretty much every other sense is working 24/7 around the clock. Taste is out here taking like siestas like you only use taste like 3 times a day. I should move these to... Let me do this. Just get the lower quality ones out of the way first here. Taste is heavily influenced by smell. That's another thing. Why is taste piggybacking so hard off of smell? Every other sense is not like touch doesn't rely on sight. Like they are their own independent beings. They're girl bossing all over the place. The accurate term. I don't know, taste. I feel like you got to pick up the slack in this quarterly review of your performance in the bodily system. I feel like taste. You could be doing a little more. You could be doing a little more. I'm not going to say that you're sacked just yet. I'm not going to say that, but Let's just, you know, let's get you working a little bit harder next time, okay? I say I don't taste much, but remember the tongue thing my dentist said I have? I do have geographical tongue, whatever that means. So maybe my taste is just defective in some way. There's no accounting for taste. You taste constantly? What do you taste right now? And you can't, if you're eating something, that's not fair. You have to not be eating something. Then tell me what you taste. Sour? Gotta start eating more snacks to make taste pull their weight. You know what? That's a good solution, honestly. Just eat more. I'm a fan of eating personally, so I think I could probably do that. Might be controversial to say, but I enjoy eating from time to time. I'm not gonna say it's my favorite thing in the world. Like, if I never had to eat again, I would probably be fine with that. It's one of those things, like if you just, like, suddenly woke up one day and you no longer needed to eat to survive, like, your body just sustained itself, do you think you would ever eat again just for, like, the experience and, like, the joy of taste? I feel like I would probably eat, but only in the context of eating with other people. I feel like I don't think I would eat on my own most of the time, but I feel like if I was invited out to dinner, like, you can't just sit there and be like, oh, my body's special, I don't need food, I don't need sustenance to survive. You just, like, go along with it. It's part of the social paradigm, right? That said, it would be pretty great. You'd save, like, a lot of money, honestly. That's the first thing my mind goes to, anyway. Gonna guess no sturgeon yet? Correct, no sturgeon yet. Some people may say it's because I have not indulged and sung like a sturgeon to the tune of Pickle Jar Rag yet. Or at all yet, but I will not acquiesce these requests. I'll sing like a sturgeon when we get the sturgeon. You'd eat socially? Yeah, that seems like it seems like the play, honestly. Get a little PJR in chat, by the way. PJR. We're getting blessed with all the good songs early on here. Chat, on my vacation, by the way, it's good segue. Quasar, how was your vacation? It was good. It was very good. I will say, we were out to visit my grandma. She lives in, like, northern Ontario, and you might be like, oh, I know all about northern Ontario. I've been to Barrie, Ontario before. I've been to North Bay. You don't know northern Ontario, my friend. You don't know. Let me paint a picture for you. We fly into Toronto, and we have to rent a car, and then we drive north. And how long do we drive north? You drive north all the way to North for another 3 hours beyond that. We're driving for 8 hours to get to, like, the northernmost part of northern Ontario. We're, like, on the border of Quebec. It was a long way up there. The town my grandma lives in as well, it's so small and so remote that us visiting, my mom, my sister, and I visiting, was like a noteworthy event for the town. It was like, it's such a small town with such a sparse population that people were like, yo, someone's visiting. Someone's visiting. It was wild, dude. It was a lot of fun, though. Very nice and quiet, very serene. It's not quite as small as Pelican Town, but honestly, the parallels are kind of there. It has its pros and cons. It's very cute and very, very homely, but it is also kind of boring. Because literally everything was closed by, like, 7 p.m. You couldn't go out and, like, do anything or have dinner any later than that. Most of my time was spent just at my grandma's house watching. We were, like, just, like, watching movies and stuff. We would go out and visit, like, some of her neighbors and some other family that were around every now and again. But for the most part, it was a lot of sitting around watching movies, watching... I've never watched so much news and, like, cable TV. Like, I don't have cable. I don't think my grandma has cable. She has a satellite. She has a satellite dish. And that was mainly what we were watching most of the time. And I've never watched so many commercials. How do people manage? Like, I remember watching, like, cable TV back when I was a kid. And I remember there being commercials and stuff. But nowadays, I watch it. Literally, there's, like... It's, like, half show and half commercials. It's crazy. I guess it's because not as many people are watching, like, ordinary or retro TV like that anymore. Most people are just, like, watching things online these days or through streaming services. So they have to, you know, run more commercials to pay for the time slots now. It makes sense in theory, but it's... Oh, wait, Tuesday. Tuesday, is it Ancient Fruit Harvest Day? We should go check. Your grandparents just always have the TV going no matter what is playing. That was kind of the vibe I had, honestly, yeah. My grandma... You'll never meet a sweeter lady, though. I know everyone's gonna say that about their grandparents, or most people anyway, but... She is so sweet. She's like, I think she's 83 now. She still lives in her own house. She has amazing neighbors that help her take care of things. It's very nice. I think that's, yeah, it looks like they got all the ancient fruits. Good job, my Junimo friends. Only recently stopped watching cable TV and you don't know how you functioned. What was I gonna say though? Oh yeah, there was one thing I kept noticing as because we would like drive around to like do some errands and stuff for my grandma every now and again, and on like driving on the way up to get to this place too. And we kept driving by signs that pointed in the direction of a place called Sturgeon Falls. And it sounds like I'm making it up because we're looking for the sturgeon, but I was like, I almost took a picture, but I never had the wherewithal to do so. I was like, I gotta go to Sturgeon Falls, dude. My sturgeon is waiting. It was serendipity. Even when I'm away, even when I'm off on the other side of the country, trying to have a break, I can't get away from the sturgeon. Grandmother's definitely been sweeter people. Wasn't a bad person. I think there is a certain, you know... You have to give a certain amount of leniency to people of, like, an older generation like that as well, when things were, like... Like, the world has changed a lot since my grandma was, like... Even since she was, like, my age. Like, 50 years ago. Oh, we gotta swap these out. And my grandma has done a very good job of adjusting to the way the world is nowadays. Like, she's very, very well adjusted, I would say, compared to a lot of older folks I've met from that generation. Not gonna give out any examples here, but, you know, if you know, you know. No one escapes the sturgeon. That's kind of how it felt. Speaking of, it is Wednesday. It's our first sturgeon check of a brand new stream. Which means we gotta put a little extra panache on it. Chat, I'm gonna need as many good luck emojis as you can muster. Either blue fish emojis, because that's the closest we have to a sturgeon emoji, or whatever your luckiest emoji is. Everyone's got a lucky emoji. Put yours in chat right now. We need all the luck we can muster. Because Krobus, we have like, it's like a 1 in 11 chance. It's not that hard to get this from Krobus. We only get 1 chance per week, so we gotta give it our all every week that we can. All right, come on. Because once we get a sturgeon, the dominoes just start falling, and then boom, 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 3 days later, we have caviar, and we get a new goal. Are we ready? Chat, look at all those lucky emojis. Holy moly. Karina going crazy with the emoticons. Alright, Krobus, Look at don't let all these people down. Look at all the amazing, beautiful people in chat indulging you with their emojis. Those emojis, they're for you, Krobus. They're for you. He misunderstood the assignment. I can't get mad at Krobus, but, you know, that's about as far from a bluefish as you could get, Krobus. A tiger trout? There's nary a winkle of blue in that guy's eyes. Little tiger trout. I can't even put that in a fish pond if I wanted to. I mean, I could, but it doesn't reproduce on its own. It is a fish. I mean, but he sells a fish every Wednesday, so that's like, you know... Except, unless he sells a magnet. That's the one thing he could sell that's not a fish. He can sell magnets sometimes. Magnet lures. Alright, once more around the bend. Onward and overward to next week. It was complimentary to blue. I can't, you know, I can't even argue with that. Krobus just has an eye for fashion, I guess, that I don't, that I'm jealous of. I'm trying to think if there are any, like, good anecdotes I can share from my vacation, but honestly, there wasn't, like, that much that we did. We watched, there was a really good movie we watched at my sister's recommendation. She's a bona fide cinephile, so I always trust her movie recommendations, and this one was, it hit it out of the park. What was it called? It was, it's not like a new movie either, I don't think. It was, what was it? I'm trying to think. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's the... You know what? Someone's gonna know it if I just... Because it's a very long title. But someone's gonna know it if I say the second part of it. It's the Blank Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. Does anybody know this? It's a heck of a title. When you first hear it, you're like, what the heck? The Literary and... The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. Thank you, CT Young. Very good movie. Very good movie. I know, trust me, I had the same reaction that many of you are having. I had the ... reaction. It is based on a book as well. I've never read the book. My grandma read the book, and that's why she was, like, so happy to watch the movie. But yeah, no, it's phenomenal. What's it about? It's based in, it's after World War II, I believe. It's like right after World War II. And there is an author that, it's kind of hard to describe, honestly. I mean, it's hard for me to describe because I'm bad at describing movies. But there's an author who, like, gets wind of this literary society on the island of Guernsey, which is like in the English Channel, I think. And she becomes so enamored with like the people, because like the way she hears about it is like one of their members was like sending her letters, or sends her a letter asking for like a specific book, and then she becomes this whole big thing. Yeah, it's about a Nazi-occupied island during World War II. Wasn't it? It's like right after World War II. It's like right when the war has ended. I don't think the war was still ongoing during the events of the movie. Because I think that was part of the whole big thing. Is like one of the members is like, well, I don't want to spoil too much in case you actually want to watch it yourself, but it's good. It's like a historical drama, I guess you would call it. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on my fan. It may be the middle of September. It may be cresting upon a crisp autumn's eve. But it's still freaking hot here, dude. It was like 30 degrees yesterday. It's crazy. Yeah, definitely, like, look it up and see if it's your jam. I'm sure that Google can probably give you a better summary than I ever could, so. Hey there, Dark Mimi. Hello, hello. Yeah, the characters tell stories about what happened during the war, that's true. Anytime I watch, like, a movie based around the events of any war, really, it's always a banger, dude. Like, obviously, it's like terrible that these events actually happen, many of these events. But, like, the movies themselves are very enrapturing. It's always, like, amazing to watch. You rarely like them. Make you have an existential crisis for weeks after, sometimes months. That's honest. That's totally fair. I can see how like those sorts of movies could be. They're not everyone's cup of tea for sure, because they can give you those intrusive thoughts, no doubt about it. But for me, it's always just like amazing seeing these like stories, because many of them are like based on true to life events. And just hearing these stories is always such a... It's amazing. I don't know. It's amazing in many different ways. It's amazing. It's tragic. It's inspiring. It's depending on the story you're listening to. Oppenheimer was amazing, but it definitely made you spiral. I have not yet watched Oppenheimer. I've heard pretty good things about it, and I'd probably enjoy it, but I could also definitely envision how it would be a hard movie to get through. It's insert adjective. That's kind of the vibe I'm giving off, isn't it? He's not particularly forthcoming on any particular stances. Aaron Burr, sir. Think you'd like to watch the Barbie movie? Hot take? I don't know if Barbie is a comedy in this true sense of the word. I think it's like it's a movie that has comedy in it, but I don't know if it's comedy in the genre. I'm not a fan usually of like movies that are in that genre, that like market themselves specifically as a comedy. I've very seldom watched a comedy that has stuck with me after the fact. You know what I mean? Like, I watch a comedy, and like sometimes I'll like laugh at a few things in it, and I'll like enjoy my time with it, especially because like most of the time when I'm watching it at the behest of someone else who's like, oh, let's watch this movie, you're gonna love it, and I'll watch it and I'll be like, yeah, that was fun, and then I never remember any of them after. I don't know, like, I like a movie that sticks with me, that makes me think for like a good while after. There is something to be said about just a nice, you know, movie that you can kind of turn your brain off to and just enjoy for a little while after. Not every movie has to be a think piece, I suppose. But I always just find myself, anytime someone is like, oh, let's watch this comedy, I always kind of like internally sigh a little bit. Comedy is usually more memorable as a show, you think? Maybe that's it, yeah. I do like comedic shows from time to time. I like the little bite-sized pieces of comedy more than I like, you know, a feature-length laugh fest. Even if it's like the funniest movie I've ever seen. I just can't sustain that much, like, laughter for that long. You don't particularly like movies at all? I was kind of that mind for a good while. Even now, I don't like watch a ton of movies, but I still appreciate them for what they are, for sure. Comedy can be a great vehicle for ideas because it's a Trojan horse. You can get away with a lot in comedies, for sure. If you just play it right, play your cards right, and make sure the jokes land appropriately, you can definitely stretch the bounds of like what is traditionally okay. Oops. You get extreme secondhand embarrassment. I kind of get that too, honestly. Like, don't get me wrong, I will forever and always say, like, embrace your inner cringe. But then when I watch a comedy movie, that's like, it's a different kind of cringe, you know? I'm not going to say that it's wrong, I'm just going to say that it's not for me. Holy, we have a lot of little saplings growing around here. This is the one big downside of not having our field full of grass anymore, is that we have to deal with a lot more saplings. We do get a substantial amount of wood from chopping these things down, at least. This is like the main source of renewable wood for us right now. How you doing, Pi? The Lies of Pi. Chat, has anyone played that new game? Didn't it like literally just come out either yesterday or today? Lies of P. It's like Dark Souls but Pinocchio, which sounds like a crazy description, but that's actually what it is. It's like a Dark Souls or Elden Ring style action RPG game, but set in like a grim dark version of Pinocchio's world. Hello, is this thing on? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? It looks like a very fun game. It's kind of like Bloodborne, honestly. People blame Adam Sandler, but Jonah Hill is the real enemy. Anytime I think of Adam Sandler, I think of that one movie where he's got the remote that, like, controls reality. What's that movie? That's the only movie I ever remember Adam Sandler in. He's also in 50 First Dates. Those are the two movies. Those are the two Adam Sandler movies that I know of, and, you know, can't say that they particularly stand out in my mind as masterpieces. Click? That's what the movie is called, Click. Yeah, you're right. You hated that movie so much. It was pretty bad. I don't remember much about it. The only thing you really have to know about that movie, the only scene that sticks in my mind, Click is the worst movie you've ever watched. The only scene that sticks in my mind, and this is all you need to know about that movie, is that there is one scene where Adam Sandler is driving along, or like he's parked in a car or something on the side of the road, and he sees a woman, a particularly voluptuous woman, jogging along the side of the street, and his like eyes like pop out of his head, and he points his remote and he hits like the slow down button. He's like slow motion buttons, and you can probably put two and two together, and it's like, you know, it's a little, yeah, I don't think it's for me. I'm just gonna say it's not for me, because that I think of that scene and I just like die inside every single time. You get Bruce Almighty and Click confused a lot. Isn't Bruce Almighty like pretty good though? I think Bruce Almighty is actually like a relatively enjoyed movie. I don't think I've ever seen it. Yeah, ew. That's pretty much that's the exact reaction I have every time I think of that Draconic Moon. Just like, gross. Get me out of here. Get out of my head. I don't know why my brain has reserved space for that scene from Click. Maybe just because it's so offensive on every like possible level that I like, it's just scarred in my brain. You don't watch comedies for fear of misogynistic jokes like this? Yeah, it's never been funny, it never will be funny. And it's like you could say it's a product of its time, but even in its time, it was still like, that's like gross. Come on now. I mean, you can use things like that to establish things about the characters in the movie to make you not like the characters, but I think you're supposed to like Adam Sandler's character, and it's supposed to be, it's like played off as like a funny thing, right? No Sturgeon today, by the way. Lesbian, thank you for being a member for 8 months at the Electron level. Started your own randomizer and you're over 50% done. Holy moly! Congratulations, you've been plowing through that randomizer. Best of luck to you, and thank you for the support as ever. Bruce and Bruce Almighty made his wife's breasts bigger, so that's why you get them mixed up. That's fair. You know what? That's a fair criticism. As understandable. Honestly, I don't know if I've ever watched Bruce Almighty. I think I've seen scenes from it. The one I always remember that I did watch is the sequel, Evan Almighty, which I think was panned critically. Like, most people did not enjoy that movie from what I know. Did I get my fruits today? Also, did I get my ancient fruit yesterday? I did not do either. I was just so gung-ho about getting the Sturgeon. I think rightfully so, honestly. The Sturgeon is the be-all, end-all right now. Going through standard randomizer since you're on Switch, but it's been an adventure. That's my favorite part about the randomizer, is that everyone gets their own little, like, story to tell, their own little adventure that they get to go on. No two randomizers are going to be the same. Otherwise, it wouldn't be very random, would it? I see both of those movies played on TV. Those classic TV movies playing at, you know, 2 a.m. on sus channels. You like Bruce Almighty, but you haven't watched it in like 17 years. Yeah, like I don't think I've ever seen it. Like I said, I think I've only ever seen Evan Almighty, which I enjoyed at the time. I think I was a young child when I watched it. And I'm pretty easy to please most of the time. So don't take my younger self's recommendation of Evan Almighty too seriously. But I did enjoy it. Working on crafting a cork bobber right now. That involves hardwood, right? That's hardwood, and maybe it's only hardwood, and then like the recipe from whatever level of fishing. Best of luck to you. You stomached really bad movies for hot actors in your days. Fair enough, honestly. Nowadays, you don't have to stomach the movies, though. You can just like go watch clips on YouTube of whatever actor you want. You don't have to sit through terrible movies. You can just like watch like little clips of them from like interviews or anything. If you just enjoy the person as a person. Hold on a second. Put those away. Swap that around. This goes in my resources chest, that's right. Level 7 fishing, yeah. Best of luck. Best of luck to you, Blaine. You enjoyed a lot of bad movies when you were little, and now you can't even watch the first half of them. I have very seldom watched a movie that I have not finished. I can only ever think of one movie that I watched that I didn't finish. Because it was just too offensive to my sensibilities to finish it. But anytime I watch a movie, I'll at least, you know, give it the due diligence to see it through, just to say that I've done it, and I can evaluate it as a whole rather than on the first half. But honestly, evaluating a movie on the first half is usually fine. Because if it's not good in the first half, then it hasn't done its job to hook you for the second half. Even if that second half ends up being, like, amazing somehow. Which it rarely isn't. It rarely never is. Excuse me? Double pickle jar rag? I didn't think this could happen. What kind of amazing world is this? EJR in chat. Which one didn't I finish? It was the Human Centipede 2. I finished the Human Centipede 1. I think that has some artistic merit. I wouldn't call it a good movie, but I think it has some artistic merit as a body horror film. I'm not going to discuss it in any depth because this is a PG-13 stream, but it is, you know, it is what it is. The second one is just, like, vile in many ways, in many horrible ways. And not because of, like, the, like, body horror content. Like, if you go into a movie like that, you gotta know what you're getting into to a certain extent. But that one, I'm not going to go into any detail, but it's, you know, it oversteps its bounds, like, it has, like, crazy bounds that you give it because of the actual, like, content of the movie that you know going in, and it still somehow oversteps those bounds. I don't get how it's possible, but it does. Anyway, that's enough of that. Yeah, we'll not talk about that one anymore, because that's just... even just, like, mentioning it makes me feel squicky, but there you go. I do like a good horror movie. I'm not, like, you know, that experience showed me I'm not particularly fond of, like, body horror, but, like, just regular horror movies, I can get down with some good horror movies. Let's talk about not movies. I think we just gotta talk about the right movies. Hold on, I'm going to bed, though. Like, what if instead of that, what if instead we talk about, like, My Little Pony, Equestria Girls, Rainbow Rocks? Dude, that's a banger movie. Like, come on. Even if you're not a My Little Pony enjoyer, I think you would vibe to that movie to a certain extent. Mostly entirely because of the songs. I can't think of a single bad song in that movie. Rainbow Rocks, absolute legendary. I know we're getting tonal whiplash going to Rainbow Rocks after this discussion, but you have returned from lurkdom to attest the amazingness of Rainbow Rocks. Thank you. Thank you very much, Bex. I'm glad someone knows where I'm coming from with this. It is almost the end of fall here, which is kind of crazy. I don't think we're going to do anything special in winter. I think it's just going to be business as usual. Like, there is always winter foraging on the horizon, but if we don't need to do winter foraging for the sake of financial gain, then we're not going to do winter foraging because we've done enough of that. I think we've done more than enough winter foraging for anyone's lifetime here. MLP 10 out of 10. While I was away, you binged some of the older Perfection Randomizer streams while you were working on your Pokemon Ribbon Master Challenge. Best of luck with that, Sugar Prince. That is, like, I watched Sartosito's video on the, like, the Pokemon Ribbon Challenge, or, like, him getting, like, all ribbons from all Pokemon games on a single Pokemon, or at least as many as he could, and it is a gargantuan task. What kind of time frame am I expecting from the Sturgeon? I mean, when we get the Sturgeon is completely up to chance. Like I said, it's a 1 in 11 chance every time we get to visit Krobus, which is a 1 in 11 chance every week. So you could probably break it down mathematically and figure out when we're likely to get it, but that's not going to necessarily equate to when we do get it. Once we do get it, how long is it going to take for us to get Caviar to ship? I'm not sure, actually. I don't know. I've heard that, you know, getting the actual Sturgeon roe can be almost as painful as getting the Sturgeon itself. Like, it can take a considerable amount of time for the Sturgeon to produce roe at all. But we'll just cross that bridge when we come to it. We're doing this in stages. This is a multi-stage, multi-propositional process. And we're merely on stage 1. Well, I guess we built the fish pond, so we're like on stage 2 at this point. We were also on vacation while I was on vacation. Great timing. Like half to a full in-game month usually for roe. That seems long, because you have a chance at it every single day, right? That seems kind of crazy long to me, but I'll take your word for it. If you have experience with Sturgeon roe. I guess Sturgeon roe is kind of, you know, it's not your everyday roe. I'm not like other roe. Am I checking the silos? That's a good point. 268. We're still good, but thank you, Miss Palindrome, for the reminder on that. Thank you. I might as well grab some extra hay here. Just top it up. Christine, thank you for the $5 super chat, by the way. Super sticker, even. Look at that, number 1. You're number 1. Celebrate the first super chat from Christine. Halfway through the Price of Perfection VODs, and you want to jump in and say thank you for your outlook on things and your amazing voice. Well, thank you for saying so. I'm glad you enjoy the content, and I'm glad that you're enjoying the Price of Perfection VODs. Thank you very much for the support, and I hope you continue to enjoy the VODs going forward. Speaking of the Price of Perfection, I actually need to... I'm going to be making a video in the near future. Just like it's like going to be like a state of the channel kind of video where I just kind of update everyone on what's going on. Because I have like mentioned like all the different things, like what's going on with the Price of Perfection, what's going on with like the Iron Man series. I've mentioned all these things in disparate places throughout streams, but I feel like I should like consolidate and update people on what's sort of going on the back end. all in one place. So I'm gonna be posting a video in the near future for that, just so everyone's aware. Hopefully I'll post that towards like the start of October, just to get everyone on the same page, or at least like if people have questions, I can point them to that video and be like, here's everything, go. Maybe that's a little much, but all right. Thought you could buy up to 5 sturgeons if you have multiple fish ponds. I could get multiple fish ponds. You're right, actually. I could have like 5 sturgeons and then 5 fish ponds. There's an idea there. There's something to that, Alexion. That's actually a pretty good idea. And we do have the resources to make multiple fish ponds, but do we have the space to make multiple fish ponds? You're not able to make every stream, so you don't always know what's happening. Exactly, yeah. I kind of feel for those people, or like feel for, because obviously I'm at every stream, so I know what's happening, and like my assumption is that like people will be on the same page as me to a certain extent, but I can't really fully expect that or fully believe that, because like so many people, like there's so much content to wade through, so even if you miss like a particular thing that you want to hear about, you may never know it because there's just like so many hours to sift through. Be gone, peasant, I answered these questions already. I don't know if I'll be that blunt about it, but at the end of the day, you know. Yeah, we can put in multiple sturgeons into a single fish pond as well. But I think if we had like multiple fish ponds going, that would probably be even better. Go even further beyond. Yo, wait, we can also put a sign on this fish pond too, and it doesn't have to be a sign of the vessel bought from Krobus. We can actually put our own sign on it. Also, I just realized we're not going to be having any more ancient fruit harvests because it is now winter. Thank you to my Junimo friends for your amazing help. Let's go see if they harvested any final ancient fruits before the season was out. Does not appear so. A single ancient fruit has been dormant for eons. The lucky ancient fruit, number 540. First sturgeon pond has a capacity of 1, you believe? Is that true? I always thought this sturgeon pond had a capacity of 3 to start off with. I know there are certain fish ponds out there, like the lava eel and the void salmon and that sort of stuff, like some of those more specialty fish that have a capacity of 1. But I thought the sturgeon was like more of a normie fish. Although I guess with the presence of caviar, the existence of it, maybe it's a bit of a more bougie fish than I give it credit for. Sturgeon has an opening capacity of 1 according to the wiki, which will give me a 5% chance of roe per day. Okay. So I should probably then invest in some more fish ponds. Because we can buy 5 sturgeon. Krobus will always have 5 sturgeon for sale when he does have sturgeon for sale. So we can build at least 1 more fish pond. And just go from there. And maybe, who knows, maybe the presence of these fish ponds alone will be enough to persuade Krobus to indulge us in a little sturgeon action. But XP? Impatient Argon, that's new. It's not impatient necessarily. You know what? Maybe it is impatience because you know what? I may have changed my mind. I may have just changed my mind based on that statement alone. Because you're right, I could just be patient. Like what freaking year are we in? Like we've had the patience to get this far. Can I not wait for a single fish pond to provide me the roe that I need? I think we'll be all right. I don't feel the need, the pressing need to build more fish ponds because they would take up more space. And, like, a lot of the time, it would just get messy real quick. I want 1 sturgeon fish pond, a canonical sturgeon fish pond. We could do, like, a quest, maybe, and, like, sacrifice some experience to... I don't know, we'll see. We'll see once we get the sturgeon. What's the downside to multiple fish ponds? The only real downside I can think of is that it would, like, make the farm a bit uglier and a bit more congested. Because I don't have a great space, like, for fish ponds. And just having that many scattered, like, sturgeon fish ponds would be a little much, I think. I feel like we don't need necessarily to clutter our farm that much. Our farm is already cluttered enough on its own. I feel like I don't need to continually add more stuff, even if it would make things go marginally faster. Hey there, Casey Lee. Hold on, I need a hydration break for a minute here. I'm not used to talking this much. What's 4 more fish ponds to the clutter, really? Okay, I'll make you a deal. If we don't get a sturgeon tomorrow from Krobus, then I'll go build a fish pond. And every week that we go without getting a sturgeon from Krobus, we'll just build 1 more fish pond until we hit 5. Or I guess we could go beyond 5 and just go absolutely crazy with fish ponds. We'll just use it as like a tally system. You know how like you like scratch little tally marks into a prison wall to mark the days going by? That's going to be us, except with fish ponds instead of tally marks. That's a lot of stone you'll need. It's only 100 stone per fish pond, right? We can get that pretty easily. $200 stone? Still pretty easy. That's only, what, like 20 of those big rocks from in the mines? Or I could acquiesce and buy the stone. Which is probably, I mean, I have enough money to subsidize that pretty easily, so I don't see why I wouldn't necessarily. Also, I should probably get these ancient seeds underway, because I'm pretty sure I don't have I need 138 ancient seeds for our new harvest. We have 1 in there right now, so we're going to need to get a move on with that one. Speaking of getting a move on. Hi-ho iota, away. Alright, chat. If we don't want to build a fish pond today, Krobus just has to indulge us with a sturgeon. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. The sturgeon is now even native to the season. You can catch a sturgeon in winter. So it should be easier for Krobus to come into possession of them, right? I don't know how Krobus finds these fish necessarily. Exclamation point Krobus. He says care to buy anything. I find things here and seldom care to buy anything. Yo, it's a sign. It's a sign. Could it be? Enjoy your chub, Alexion. We need more optimism than that. What? What? Oh no! Alexion, how did you know? Are you Welwick in disguise? Rude. Oh my gosh. Alexion, you're either very serendipitously lucky, or you have reverse engineered my seed and put it into a predictor. Either way, you know what? Well played. Anyway, time to build a new fish pond. Is that possible? I think it is, actually. I don't know the exact ins and outs of how you would do something like that, but I believe with the right know-how, it is possible to reverse engineer someone's seed. You reverse engineered my seed in April. There you go. There you go. At least you haven't used it for anything nefarious. Alright, let's go get ourselves our punitive fish pond. 1 fish pond for every week that goes by from now on without a sturgeon. You know what? Maybe I won't even stop at 5 fish ponds. I'll stop once I get enough green algae and seaweed. Being nefarious isn't fun. I agree. I agree. Ruining someone else's fun with knowledge that they don't want to know is extremely anti-fun. Using it for humorous moments like you did, now that's what I can get behind. All right, stone. It's 100 gold per stone. Is it worth buying all the stone? Probably. That was like what? That was like $12,000 worth of stone. It's like $20,000 for. Maybe I'll go mine my own stone in the future. Either way, let's build ourselves another fish pond here. Fish pond me. All right. Right over. Oh, perfect. We have an excellent spot right there. That's a beautiful little island. I would sleep over there for sure. Tis a ponderous task. Couldn't have said it better myself. Blade could probably look at you breaking one stone in the mines and be able to reverse engineer your seed. Honestly, you might not be far off. Depending on what you get out of that one stone in the mines, there's, you know, you could at least narrow it down somewhat. I should probably empty a fish pond the moment I get the item I want from it to avoid extra XP from the row, right? Breaking a stone in the mine isn't nearly enough bits of information. At least I can know that. At least that's Thank you for clearing that one up, Alexion. I guess yeah, like if I once I collect the row, I would collect the row and then empty the fish pond from there. Is that what you're saying? I could probably. I think that makes sense, because then we'll have an empty fish pond ready for future use if we need it. Need at least 2 stones broken. This is Celeste music. Good ear. All right, put this away. I'm gonna go ahead and have my ancient seeds all on my hotbar so I can see how many I got. There we go. Ooh. Lock it in. Yo, thank you, Amber. It feels good to be back. I missed you as well. I just missed this experience in general of interacting with chat and getting to talk to people and share this experience. So I'm glad to be here again. The amount of information you get really varies on what you get out of the stone. That's what I was thinking, yeah. Like I don't claim to be an expert of Stardew seeds and code in the same way that you and Blade are, but I definitely I know a thing or two about a thing or two, so I feel like, you know, I'd have a better idea of like where to start reverse engineering a seed than the average player, but I still would have no idea where to really go from somewhere. That would be pretty useful to be able to like reverse engineer a seed for like if you're playing on like Switch or something like that, right? Because then you could get your seed and then you could put that into like a predictor so that you don't actually have to have access to your, or I guess you would make like a seed. I'm trying to think how you would do that. You could do something like that and use, and console RNG is different. Oh well, never mind then. I mean, you could probably still do it, but you just need to know the console RNG patterns, right? Argon approximately knows about 1 to 4 things. I know a lot about fish in this game. That's my area of expertise. I'm a certified Stardew ichthyologist. Getting much into the granular aspects beyond that. Not too sure. Chat, I was thinking about starting to make some shorts. Like YouTube shorts. Because I'm not like always the biggest fan of YouTube Shorts, but I have to, you know, if you got skin in the game, you stay in the game, but you don't get a win unless you play in the game. That's kind of where I'm coming at it from. And I think there is some, like, I have some ideas for shorts that I think could be fun. My current main ideas for YouTube Shorts are, like, I have, like, a list on my phone. I started it while I was on vacation, actually. I was just like, you know what, maybe I should start, like, looking into doing YouTube Shorts. You think I should learn to tailor pants? Who do you think I am, Hercules Mulligan? And, like, yeah, I have, like, on my notes app on my phone, I have a list of some shorts. And my first real ideas are just, like, surprising Stardew Valley facts, which I know is, you know, not the most creative thing of all time. People post, like, little Stardew Valley facts all the time, but I think we've learned, like, a decent amount of things through these challenges that I could post in short form. That would be surprising. I think, you know, be on the lookout for those in the future, potentially. I don't know exactly when, but I have, the ideas are burning. They're percolating in my brain, which is one of my favorite words to use, honestly, percolating. Would love shorts of my animations. That's honestly part, like, I think that would be cool too, is being able to, like, do, like, little animated shorts with my style of animation for the Stardew stuff. Because, like, those animations, I've got a lot of experience with animating Stardew sprites and stuff nowadays after how much work I put into the Master Angler Challenge video that I'm working on. There's a lot of animation going into that. But that's a lot of work to do, like, a long-form content like that. YouTube Shorts would be a great place to just do a few, just, you know, microcosms of animation, just to show off a few fun little things, and then, and dip out and not have to invest, like, too much time or effort into one. It's kind of a win-win, because, like, it's easy to... YouTube Shorts, they're easy to watch, and they're easier to make than, like, a long-form video like that. That is for darn sure. Good eye catcher. Exactly. But trust me, I get it. I get, like, how, like, a lot of people don't watch shorts or just actively avoid shorts. Like, I avoid shorts a lot of the time on YouTube for my own good. I also avoid shorts in real life because I don't like how my legs look, but that's a different topic. But on YouTube, I actively avoid them, not because necessarily I don't enjoy the content of them a lot of the time, although a lot of the shorts I've seen have, you know, questionable content sometimes. At least a lot of the ones that YouTube recommends to you. But for my own good, I think I try to avoid shorts, because I could lose so much time just, like, doom scrolling through YouTube Shorts and finding, like, and just, like, watching a million different things all in a row. I think that's the danger that I run into with shorts a lot of the time. Leg reveal when? Brian Dylan Hall has single-handedly changed your opinion on YouTube Shorts. Why do I know that name? You always forget about YouTube Shorts. Recently, I've seen YouTube Shorts showing up in, like, my recommended tab. Like, if I'm watching a YouTube video, on the side there will be like, here are some shorts you would like, and I'm like, what? I didn't know they did that now. That's crazy. When did I start looking for sturgeons? I do not remember exactly. I'd have to go back in the VODs and look and find that one out. I don't remember off the top of my head. If you watch shorts, you watch them from creators you already follow. That's usually what I watch as well. I watch a lot of, like, I watch a lot of Shawnee Dew's shorts when they show up in my feed. I watch Vsauce shorts. Those are some of my favorites. Vsauce does really good shorts, in my opinion. I've seen a few shorts from AlphaRad, even though I don't think I'm subscribed to him. He seems like a pretty cool guy. He's a funny individual a lot of the time, at least from what I've seen of him. One German YouTuber didn't do a face reveal, but regularly had a cup cam set for his coffee tea. Or coffee/tea/miscellaneous. That's pretty good. That's a very cute idea. I like that. Those are my favorite cams. Not face cams, but just like miscellaneous cams. You know, you got your cat cams, you got your dog cams. Apparently you got your coffee cams. I could probably set up something like that too. Although I don't have a very good like camera to actually set up a camera for, even if I like had something to point it at. Blades Gordon cam, yep, that's a classic. Classic right there. Cat cam is always appreciated. When Manu was around, I thought about doing a cat cam, but my problem was that she would always, like anytime you would get near her, she would just, like, move somewhere else. Even if she was, like, asleep a lot of the time, I would, like, go near her, and she'd look up at me, she'd be like, meow, and she'd be like, and then she'd go and do something else. So it's like, I couldn't get her to stay in one place to point a camera at, even if I wanted to. She was very fickle, very camera shy. But you know what? I can respect. Like pet, like owner. I wouldn't necessarily call myself camera shy, but I don't think I like how I look on camera. So, I'm not. I mean, who really does like how they look on camera? If you do, then more power to you. Go off, king or queen. Go off, royal. But like, not me. I look at myself on camera and I'm like, ooh, that's what I look like? It's not that bad, but you know. Markiplier? I'm flattered you got us confused, but no, I'm Argon Matrix. I'm not Markiplier. Markiplier is is very different. Little mixed seed action. Ooh, it's Sturgeon Day. Let's go get a sturgeon, shall we? It's either Sturgeon Day or Fish Pond Day. What side of the fence are you on? Are you a sturgeon enjoyer or are you a fish pond promoter? A sturgeon stan or a fish pond promoter? There you go. We stan sturgeon in this household. It's only one way to find out. We could ask Alexion, but there's also there's one other way to find out. We root for Sturgeon. Exclamation point optimism. Let's do it. I find things here and I sell them. Care to buy anything? One sturgeon, sir, if you please. Yeah, you did it. Alexion. Yo, thank you for not spoiling. It's a sturgeon. In fact, it's 5 beautiful sturgeons. Look at them. An ancient bottom feeder with a dwindling population. There's only 5 left in the world, and here they all are. Females can live up to 150 years. Is that actually true? That's kind of wild. I will gladly spend $1,000 on 5 sturgeons, sir. Holy. What a steal. We finally made it, chat. We finally made it. Daunting, thank you for being a member for 17 months at the positron level. Let's go. I was here, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. All right, well, let's get this show on the road. We only have 2 fish ponds to populate, unfortunately. I wouldn't have actually minded getting more fish ponds. I guess I always could. Eat the sturgeon? I don't think I'm going to do that. Goal's not done yet. Now, yeah, goal was not acquire sturgeon. The goal is to ship caviar. We're still several stages away from doing that. Sturgeon time. That reminds me. Did I say I was supposed to, like... Was there something I was supposed to do once I got my Sturgeon, chat? Remind me. I think I said I was going to do something when I got my Sturgeon finally. I'm not entirely sure, though. You'll have to jog my memory on that one. You'll have to jog my memory a little bit. Eat? Sing? Sing? Sorry, your message got lost in the chat. I can't see it anymore. I can't see it. Oh, thank you, Sid, for renewing your membership at the Electron level. Eat it? Just eat it. Eat it. Take it like a fish and feed it. I guess, alright, well, you know what? You twist my arm about it. I'm just looking. What was the sign I got to build? I can make stone signs for these fish ponds. I would like to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and... I'm not going to buy the stone for those. I need 50 stone for 2 stone signs. I can make my own dang signs. I don't need Krobus to supply them anymore. So let's go do that, shall we? And we're also going to go ahead and put... Well, first let's see. The wiki... Oops, that's the wrong way to go. The wiki is usually correct on these things, and I have no reason to doubt it. But let's see if the sturgeon population actually starts out at 1, like it says it does. What do you got here? This pond is full. Alright, fair enough. I could have sworn you could fit more sturgeons than that in a single pond, but... Like, right off the bat, but it's, you know... My memory is clearly... I'm not gonna chalk this one up to a Mandela effect. I think my memory is just bad. You do sturgeon ponds often. I guess sturgeon ponds are probably one of the more common ponds just by virtue of caviar. Alright, remaining sturgeons. Do I have an aquarium free? Do we have any room in any of these aquariums? That's Ollie's home. We're not going to ever besmirch it again. No one ever gets the dignity of going in there. Alright, you're all just going to go. I know I could get another aquarium out of the... Actually, you know what? Why don't we do it? Where are the aquariums in here? Large fish tank. Let's grab a large fish tank if you don't mind. I'm gonna pop it right there. And just grab a bunch of sturgeon. This is an honorary sturgeon fish pond. We're not gonna be able to get any roe from them, but can I put anything in? I guess I can put seaweed in there. There you go. Enjoy your new home, friends. Get some sturgeon emojis in chat, please. Sturgeon emojis. And let's go mine some stone. Mine some stone. I know it's probably a bit of an anticlimactic thing to be going to do in the wake of getting our sturgeons finally. Heck yeah, man. We finally got the sturgeons that we've been searching for like over 2 in-game seasons. Let's go mining! Woo! So where is like a sturgeon? All right. I mean, if there's ever a time to sing it, I finally made it to the lake. Oh yeah, I'm here 'cause spring is through. I'm not like other fish, you're gonna learn that soon. You should start with a carp, 'cause I dart, I sink and float to my difficulty is almost 80. That's a little hard for you. Like a sturgeon, hooked for the very first time. Like a sturgeon, try to keep me on your line. Gonna use up all your bait, friend. You're only fishing level 3. Don't even have an iridium rod. You're just no match for me. Don't you wait until 8. That's too late. I'll be gone by then. Plan to catch me last. 'Cause your window's closing fast. Summer's coming to an end. like a sturgeon, lost for the very first time, like a sturgeon. I'm a burden on your mind. Row, row, row. Now I'm back for a snack. And I see something shiny. Let me have a look. Is that a lure on your hook? This might be the end for me. Like a sturgeon, caught for the very first time. Like a sturgeon, finally kept me on your line. Like a sturgeon, ooh, like a sturgeon. Use me how you like. For the bundle, or a fish pond, or sashimi, or a bee song. What are you doing here? What are you doing to me? You're breaking my brain in half. I couldn't. What are the odds, dude? I can't handle it. Oh my gosh. The overlap is insane. I could barely keep a straight face, dude. I made it to the end of the song. That's all that matters. I made it to the end of Like a Sturgeon. That was beautiful. Best mashup of 2023. I was having a hard time keeping like the melody going in my head when b_boss.ogg just like hit me. It just sucker punched me in the cranium, dude. That was crazy. Oh my gosh. My composure didn't sound like I was keeping a straight face. You're honestly right. I really... All the times to get B-boss, dude. To get B-bossed. You just got B-bossed. Is B-boss the new Coconut Mall? Oh, that was so good. Alright, build a couple stone signs for my beautiful new sturgeon friends. Like a bee-boss. Ooh, like a bee-boss. Give me your honey. One sturgeon, one sturgeon. Look at that. And a train is passing through Stardew Valley. You know what? Ooh, HelloFresh. Oh my gosh. There's so much happening. There's so much happening, but I don't have inventory space. All right, we'll go see the train just for old time's sake, though. Excuse me. It's giving Wickedy Bee song vibes. Oh my gosh, dude! I can't stop. I can't stop giggling. My train is dropping a lot of wood. Is that Krobus? Yo, it's knockoff Krobus. It's like the Joja Mart version of Krobus right there. What the heck? I've never seen that before. Go tunnelers. Wait, let me in. Let me in. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior, Sturgeon? Krobus with a C. Zuzu City Bruisers. That's my sleep paralysis demon. We don't talk about that guy. Holy, this is kind of a long train, honestly. This is an extremely proficient train graffiti, that one. The Wumbus. Lil Choo Choo Washer? What does this mean? Wait, is this the final secret of Stardew Valley? What's Lil Choo Choo Washer? Why does Washer have an extra E at the end? Chat, what's Lil Choo Choo Washer? It sounds like a rapper's name. That's a lot of iron. I don't have any inventory space for all this stuff. Maybe I'll come back for it. Lil Choo Choo was here. Oh, I'm so dumb. There's no space. All right, there's no space between the was and the here, chat. Is Lil Choo Choo Washer. All right, Lil Choo Choo Washer. It's like when someone reads pothole as pathole. It still begs the question, who is Lil Choo Choo? Do you think Lil Choo Choo is a character that we know in the game? It's like a pseudonym for somebody? Or is it an entirely new, hitherto unknown to us character? Did I already go through all my goat milk? That's actually kind of crazy. Pathol? Can I smelt that iron? I can smelt the iron, yeah. Because it doesn't give, like, experience or anything like that, so that is entirely allowable. I don't have the need to smelt iron right now. I will go gather the stuff, though. Why not? Might as well go gather the wood and the iron ore that's left up there. Sure I'll have a use for it in the future. The Dumb Dog Classic. Real homies know. Choo Choo like Zelda. That's like where my mind goes. Chat, when you think of the enemy from Zelda, the Choo Choo, also known as the Choo Jelly, what's the first incarnation of that enemy that your mind goes to? Like, what's the picture in your brain, the archetypal picture of a Choo Choo in your brain? Which game does it come from? There is a correct answer. Clawtooth got it. It's definitely Wind Waker. It's 100%. It's Wind Waker every time. They're so iconic in that game. Breath of the Wild is an acceptable answer, because Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom, mostly just due to recency bias. But if you've never seen a Choo Choo in Wind Waker, do yourself a favor and go Google it. They're amazing. They're amazing creatures. They're probably, like, my favorite designed enemy of all time in any game. They're really good. They're so silly. They're the silliest, right? They're just the best. The electric ones can, like, frick right off, though, honestly. They're not invited to my party. Alright, I should go get some more goat milk here, just to subsist my supply. I know we're just kind of burying the lead a little bit here. We got Sturgeons today, and I'm out here, like, visiting trains, talking about choo-choos, chopping seeds, going to get goat milk, doing everything but sleeping and seeing if we can get some row going. But don't worry, these chores, they have to be done at some point, so why not now, right? You haven't played any of the new Zelda games? I haven't played a Zelda game, and honestly, not since I played that little bit of Tears of the Kingdom when it first came out. That was the last time I really played a Zelda game. I've been more on a Mario kick lately. I've been going and trying to play a lot of the Mario games that I've never played in the past, because I do have aspirations of one day in the future. This is a far-flung future idea, but I would like to one day beat, like, the entire Mario series in as few deaths as I can. I don't know if I can get down to 0 deaths. That's a lot of stuff to do in, like, without dying a single time. But who knows, one day. And there are a lot of Mario games I haven't played, so just getting to experience them at all is honestly a pleasure. Hey there, Lisa. Good to see you, by the way. That bat scared you. A little bat jump scare. It's my favorite 3D Mario. It's hard to beat 64, honestly. 24-hour stream, it would be a lot longer than 24 hours. Because I would, you know me, I can't just settle for, like, for merely beating all the Mario games. I would have to 100% them, for sure. You're all for the idea of surrounding trees with paths. I think that would be a good idea to save us some time and effort, but it would also make the farm kind of ugly. And I don't know if I'm willing to make that concession just yet. We'll see, though. We'll see how aggravating having to deal with the little saplings becomes. Eventually, we'll be able to level up foraging in theory, and then we'll actually get to, like, get rid of the trees proper. Mario 64 DS is your childhood? I never played 64 DS. And I missed out, honestly, because I look back on it now, and I'm like, man, my younger self would have absolutely adored that game. I don't know if I can go back and play it now. I hear it hasn't aged that gracefully, due in large part to the controls, but... Alright, so now we are just on the lookout for Sturgeon Row. There's nothing more we can do other than come over here every day and check whether the Sturgeon have produced roe. There's just factually nothing left to do. We just have to wait. Just wait for it, wait for it, wait. I died, but it's only the 5th game. I better start over. I cobbled together, like, because I have been playing a little bit of the Mario games in my off time. I actually played a decent amount of them when I was on vacation, just because there wasn't a whole lot else to do. So if I had some downtime that I wasn't spending with family, I would play some of the Mario games. And during that time, I also cobbled together a little spreadsheet to track, like, how many deaths I've had while playing through the various Mario games, just to see, like, which ones are the hardest and which ones I would, like, have to work on. So that's been fun just tracking that down. There's also the question of what qualifies as a Mario game, or like a mainline Mario game that because there's a lot of Mario games with Mario in them, so you really got to whittle it down. Welcome on in, Tyler. What have you missed? You did miss a little bit of insanity with the Like a Sturgeon song, but otherwise you haven't missed too much. We did get the Sturgeon. Making a spreadsheet, totally unbelievable. Argon, while on vacation, I was playing video games and I made a spreadsheet. You know, when you put it like that, it sounds like I didn't take a vacation at all. Is Mario Paint a thing? Mario Paint is a thing, but I wouldn't classify it as a game as much as I would classify it as like a... Well, I guess there are probably different things you can do in Mario Paint, but the one I always know Mario Paint for is like people make music in Mario Paint. Pretty good music, too. Made a tiny spreadsheet over the weekend, first time in forever. There's something just very satisfying about making a spreadsheet. And to be fair, the spreadsheet I made, it's not like a crazy spreadsheet. It's literally just a thing where it's like... It counts up all the different, like, deaths from various games. So far, the games that I've gotten the chance to play through with that spreadsheet up and that I've been able to track, I played through the original Super Mario Brothers a few times. I played through Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario 64, and Super Mario Brothers 2, like the USA version, and Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels. I played through those games. Can you take a guess at which game I have the most deaths in? You know, no points for correct answers on that one. You get one guess. If you know the Mario games, then you know. If not, then maybe you're less inclined to know, but for those who know, they know. Is Donkey Kong a legit entry? I would not classify Donkey Kong as a Mario game personally, but to each their own. Dark Souls. Hotel Mario. A good spreadsheet is very satisfying. Truer words were never spoken. Yeah, so I played through all those Mario games. If I remember correctly, I've got like it's pretty par for the course across pardon me. It's pretty par for the course across a lot of those Mario games, like how many deaths that I've tracked so far. Did I check the Sturgeon ponds today? I don't think I did. Also, we have enough ancient seeds now, so... Hog. In the first Mario game, the original Super Mario Brothers, I got through the game, played through all the levels, had 5 deaths, I think. Super Mario 64, played through it, 4 deaths. 120 stars, 4 deaths, no big deal. Super Mario Sunshine, a little bit higher. It was like 15 deaths, I think. I haven't played that game in a long time. Super Mario Bros. 2, the like American USA version, whatever you want to call it. Play through that. I'm not super proficient at that game. Still got through in like 20 deaths or something like that. Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels, clocking in at a clean 150. It's brutal, dude. It's brutal. Why is this game so... Why is it so hard? It's absolutely monstrous. Show us the sheet. It's very ramshackle, and it doesn't pertain to the business at hand. That's almost all the Pokemon. Almost all of the original Gen 1 Pokemon, that is true. You gave up, you surrendered. I managed to get through it. I got through worlds 1 through 9 and A through D with roughly 150 deaths. It was a hard-won victory, though. There's a reason for the levels being lost. You're not wrong. And the thing is, I've played it in the past. Like, it's not like it was like my first experience with ever playing the game. I've played that game like a decent amount in the past, and I'm still just like terrible at it. Or I guess it's still just like just that hard. I don't know. You just went back and beat Super Mario Bros. 2, the Doki Doki Panic version. It's a fun game. I never played it when I was growing up, but going back to play it now, it is also pretty hard. It's not like Lost Levels hard by any stretch of the imagination, but it's still a challenging retro platformer for sure. All those games. I would contend that like Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3 are all relatively difficult if you're used to like modern platformers. Those ones just by virtue of being retro platformers are difficult. So for those who aren't keeping track, by the way, now all we're currently waiting for is for one of these 2 Sturgeon fish ponds to provide us with roe, and then we put that in a preserves jar, get the caviar a few days later, bada bing bada boom, we get to go to the randomizer, roll a new goal, and hopefully get, like, I don't know, level up literally anything. Remind yourself that you didn't necessarily suck. Yeah, Lost Levels, if you like play through Lost Levels and like you're like, man, I'm terrible at this, don't feel that way. Lost Levels is not, I would say it's probably like one of the worst designed Mario games of all time. I still have fun with it, but I'm also a bit of a masochist. Something you guys may not know about me, this may surprise you to learn, but I like a challenge in a video game. I like doing challenging things in video games sometimes. I know, it's not really in my modus operandi most of the time. You guys probably just know me as like the chill gamer who doesn't, you know, put any stipulations around himself. But it's true. It's true. I know, it's hard to believe. I like challenges. Self-imposed or otherwise. It's crazy. You would never guess it just like looking at my channel and all the things I've done. But it's the honest to goodness truth. Alright, what do you want? We'd feel more at home with a diamond. Using the royal we that's awfully presumptuous of you. Please, could you bring us a diamond? At least you said please. Man, these fish are not easy to please, though. Never would have thought it. I'm not buying it. Would never have guessed. Not a chance. You only do challenges in games if it's a game you've played before. On your first playthrough, you just want to relax. That's entirely fair. That's usually what I do, too. If it's the first time playing a game, I'll just, like... Honestly, that's... A lot of what I do when I first play through a game is, like, I'll play it normally or casually, however I feel like playing it, and look for ways that I can make it challenging on future playthroughs. Like, look for little stipulations I can add. That's probably what I'm going to do with Haunted Chocolatier when it comes out. Is I'll do just, like, a casual playthrough to start off with, to get a lay of the land and see what's possible, what isn't possible, or what's feasible in theory, and then just go from there. Bring me a diamond, peasant. Me when the Sturgeon asks for a diamond using the royal we. Sorry you dropped this. Hands them a crown. You dropped this, king. Do we have some diamonds in the crystallariums? The crystallariums are currently all packed with jade. I guess I shouldn't put more ancient fruit in the preserves jar for right now, so that it's free when we finally get the Sturgeon row. I think we should probably just hold off for the time being. We might miss a few extra bits of jelly. I'm okay with that. Jelly is not really our main moneymaker right now, even though we are able to ship it, because we got shipped jelly a little while back. Still not, doesn't really hold a candle to a lot of our other moneymakers. Will we have a cooking stream when the cookbook is out? Probably not. Both because I don't have a good camera to do IRL stuff like that, and also because I'm a terrible cook, which might make it funnier, but also would be stressful for me. We'll see, though. We'll see. Maybe I'll change my tune once I actually see the cookbook. Hold on, I can't see. I can't see if there's row there or not. Actually, I think I'd be able to see the bubble behind the tree just fine. Ollie is the only royalty in our hearts. I believe the true lore, Ollie himself was not a royal. Ollie was a knight in service of Queen Ophelia, right? Maybe since he's returned to his kingdom now, he's officially been granted, like, honorary royal status, but that's his story to tell. Am I still looking for good songs for streaming? I'm always looking for good songs for streaming that fit the vibe. If you want to offer suggestions in the Discord, I'm more than happy to see them, yeah. Thank you, Annika. Hold on, I'm going to take a quick hydration break here. There's a channel that specializes in test driving tie-in cookbooks. It's fun. That seems like it would be fun. I think it would be fun as a little one-off thing. And I'm sure that a lot of Stardew creators will probably do, or at least I can think of a few Stardew creators who would probably do like a one-off cooking stream or something like that. That seems like a very Charlie Barley thing to me. And I'm sure there are other creators that are gonna go through that as well, but we'll see. I don't think I'm going to be among them, is all I'm going to say. But you never know. Maybe I just need to, you know, push my boundaries a little bit. Day 6, still no Sturgeon row. We'll get him next time. Therm would? Therm probably would as well, yeah. Honestly, sounds kind of like a Fire, Therm, and Charlie collab video, honestly. I would get behind that. Alright, I think we're good. Sal mentioned that he plans to. Man, if all these people end up doing it, I might be the odd one out. What if I have to do it then? I have to succumb to the peer pressure. Maybe Shawnee. Shawnee would probably do it, yeah. There's nary a facet of Stardew-related content that Shawnee Do has not touched upon. So I would certainly not be surprised. To do what? To make a, like a video on the cookbook and like trying out all the different recipes, or at least a few of the different recipes from the Stardew cookbook once it comes out. It's like a live video or stream or something like that. Bully Blade and Habu to cook. Why do I feel like Blade is, like, weirdly a really good cook? Maybe not weirdly, but, like, surprisingly. Like, if you told me Blade was a good cook, I wouldn't be surprised, but it strikes me as something that could be surprising. I don't know. Maybe it's just because he's so particular and he's, like, so smart and, like, and good at things, for lack of a better term. He's a dad. That also factors in. Yeah, you have to get bonus cooking points for becoming a dad. It's just like there's no way around it. Blade has his life together. Blade is hashtag goals for sure. All right, getting more large goat milk on in the press here. Little large goat milk on the Barbie. You bet he's solid at baking. I think I haven't done much baking, but by virtue of like the precision needed alone for baking, I think I'm much better at baking than I am at cooking. Because cooking, you don't really have to be that precise, and that kind of intimidates me. With baking, it's like all about that precision. Like if you like if the recipe calls for a tablespoon of something, you better not be doing like a tablespoon plus like plus a pinch. It better be on the level. You better like scoop up a tablespoon of sugar and then use a knife to like scrape off the top of the tablespoon so it's completely level with the little cup. Cosplay as Gus so I won't have to look like myself. That would be kind of fun. Vanilla extract. Chat, why does vanilla extract smell so good but taste so bad? Like on its own. Like if you've ever tried like to taste vanilla extract directly on its own, why does it like taste so horrible to the senses? I guess anything that highly concentrated is going to taste bad, right? That's not a property specifically of vanilla. If you concentrate anything too much, then it's just going to be like overwhelming to the senses. It's like 90% alcohol. Is that true? I mean, then it has a debuff for me automatically then. 'Cause I don't like the taste of alcohol at all anyway. Look at all these seeds, dude. Holy moly. Do I know where imitation vanilla comes from? If not, I probably don't want to know. I'm scared to find out. I would assume imitation vanilla comes from cows somehow. I don't know why. It's like the chocolate milk theorem, where how chocolate milk comes from brown cows. Fake vanilla comes from white cows, but only special white cows. Because like there's like the dairy cows, but then there's the non-dairy cows that are also white. It comes from the grocery store. Good, actually, great answer. Yeah, that's valid. Comes from a little packet. And we don't talk about whipped cream. We don't talk about whipped cream. No, no, no. We don't talk about whipped cream. It was my wedding day. We were getting married and we wanted some pie for dessert. Cool Whip walked in with a mischievous grin. What day is this? Today is Monday. It is Monday, September 18th, 2023. You've been in a coma for 20 years. Wake up. You can now fit a computer in your pocket. Has anyone seen the Mirabelle villain song? I don't think I've seen that. I've seen the, like, fan-made Dolores song. It's way too loud or something like that. That's a banger for sure. I could probably get behind a Mirabelle villain song, though. Is today the day, my Sturgeon friends? My special friend is Abigail? Oh, well, hopefully she has some rocks nearby that she can chow on while she's waiting for her present, because it's never coming. Sorry. Unless we happen to get, you know, some roe in advance of the festival, then we can turn the roe into caviar, then we ship that caviar, then we roll a new goal, befriend Abigail, and it could all work out happily ever after. Don't you want that, you little sturgeons? Doesn't that sound like a wonderful story to tell? Wrap it up nicely in a neat little bow? I think that would be great. Next goal will be catch a sturgeon. It would give me a hearty belly laugh. That would be for sure. Surrender to the power of the narrative. Will the sturgeon produce roe while a quest is waiting? I believe so. Yeah, I don't think that affects anything. I'm pretty, like, our other fish ponds produced roe while they had quests active, so I don't see why the sturgeon would be particularly different. I think it's just a very low chance for a sturgeon to produce roe every day. It's like, what, a 5% chance per day? It's nothing crazy, so it shouldn't take, like, omega long. But it might take a little while here. With 2 fish ponds, we've theoretically doubled our chances, right? Betting on ship's small goat milk. Oddly specific call-out, Karita, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta call your shot. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. $5 to 6% according to the wiki, thank you. Sounds pretty correct based on anecdotal evidence from earlier in chat. Is that really from The Art of War? No, that's a quote from Wayne Gretzky. I'm pretty sure. But I am a fan of the meme where people will just, like, quote anything and then list it as a quote from Sun Tzu, The Art of War. I never said all this crap. Confucius, exactly. I love those memes. Those are so fun. Hockey player, yeah. Yeah, Wayne Gretzky is probably the most well-known hockey player of all time, I would say. Ooh, it's Sturgeon Row Sunday! Yo, lucky sturgeon on the island. Felt the friendship vibes coming from the silo and from the meteor. Also, we need to fill up our silo. Holy crap. All right. It's time. We might actually... I don't know how long it takes for caviar to ferment, but we might actually get it in advance of the Feast of the Winter Star, which would be kind of wild. Happy Sturgeon Sunday, everybody. That's 15 experience. 15 non-negotiable fishing experience for Sturgeon Row here. There we go. Not bad. Didn't take hardly any time at all, honestly. Don't believe everything on the internet. Abraham Lincoln. Sounds legit to me. Alright. Row, let's go. Get some hype in chat for the row. We already got the hype in chat for the row. You guys are ahead of me here. Alright. Into the preserves jar with you. And now we wait. 4-ish days. It's going to be cutting it close. We're going to be cutting it close here. Let me wiki this, because I want to be... It's going to be very close to the Feast of the Winter Star. If we can get it on the 24th, ship it the night of, And then on the 25th, maybe we can roll a new goal. And if by some miracle we happen to get, like, befriend Abigail, that would be a great start. Let's see. Preserves jar. It takes 6,000 in-game minutes. That is a lot. That's 100 in-game hours. Okay. So that's roughly... It's a little more than 4 days. So I don't think we're going to be able to make it. Yeah, caviar takes a very long time. Although, doesn't time go faster? Like... Isn't it like while you're sleeping, or like between the hours of 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. when you can't actually physically be playing the game? Doesn't time move faster for processing machines like that? I think I remember that being like a thing that happens, right? Oh gosh. One second, chat. My windows are getting all confused here. No, I don't need that. Thank you. Little pie jump scare for you. Gotta throw it in there every now and again, you know? It's 100 minutes per hour overnight, 2 to 6 a.m. Okay. We'll see. We'll just sleep the days away and hope for the best here. Are those more sturgeon in the tank in the kitchen? Yeah, we bought 5 from Krobus, but we only had 2 fish ponds. And each of those fish ponds only has a capacity of 1, so the other 3 got their own little makeshift pond right here. Alright. Lock it in, baby. Now we play the waiting game. Chat, I mean, whether or not we get it before Feast of the Winter Star, it would be nice to, but we're not necessarily banking on it. But either way, are you excited? Today we get to roll a new goal. And who knows, we might get to go on a... I mean, honestly, in all likelihood, we're going to get to go on a nice little, like, goal train again, depending on what we get. It's been a hot minute. It hasn't been super long since our last goal rolling session, but it's been long enough. And that's always the part I get the most excited about, is getting a new goal, so... About to be goal time, baby. I'm not necessarily in the habit of putting out in the universe, like, oh, I want this specific goal or that specific goal. All I'm gonna say, I said it before and I'll say it again, a level up in any skill at all would really hit the spot. We already have level 1 fishing, so that would be kind of anticlimactic. But literally any of the other skills, even like combat, like just give me something. Oh, don't forget the silo. Thank you, Evie. We got the hay. We got hay for days. Boom. And boom. There we go. Animals didn't go hungry for too long there. Mining would be great. Mining, foraging, farming are all A-tier skills to get, or S-tier even. Combat would be like B-tier. Fishing is kind of C-tier. But honestly, any of them, if they're on the tier list at all, I'll take it. Mining would be, yeah, mining would be very nice to be able to get rid of some of the stones on the farm here. That's I can't argue with that. Alright, sleepy bye time. Your bet is on befriend Robin as the next goal. We haven't had a befriend goal in a while, so we might be due for a new friend to add to our clique of the strangest Stardew Valley clique you've ever seen. Our homie, Pam and Sam. What would that party look like? Beatrix, Pam, Sam, and our homie? It would honestly be probably kind of chill, I would think. Maybe it's just because they are my best friends right now, but I feel like they would all get along quite nicely. More blonde friends? You bet on a crafting goal? We haven't had too many crafting goals yet. We have what? Like, we've had floor, bone mill, and sign. I think that's about it. Jade goes in here. Go grab our fruit trees today. Beatrix is into blondes. Beatrix is into our homie right now, honestly. If there were a way, I mean, there is that mod that we showcased on the stream, like back just a little bit before I went on vacation, that lets you get the homie as a housemate. I think that would be the most fitting for Beatrix after all this time. Like the homie, they were Beatrix's first friend ever. I think it would be a nice, like, full circle kind of thing. Ooh, we got more roe there. Not that we need it right now, but it could be good for the future. When can I give diamonds to the fish? Diamonds do give, or finishing the fish quests in the fish ponds gives you fishing experience. So once I get a goal to level up fishing, then I'll be safe to do that. But until then, we gotta hold back. Beatrix X Maru stan? I could honestly see it. They haven't had a chance to interact too much yet, but something about their personalities would kind of go nicely together, I think. Alright. Today should be Caviar Day. It's a Christmas miracle. It's a winter star miracle, everybody. Get some caviar emojis in chat, please. Caviar emojis. You're gonna have to get creative on that one, probably. But there it is. The caviar is in our possession. The cured roe of a sturgeon fish, considered to be a luxurious delicacy. Ooh, it feels good. I'm stretching. It feels so good. Fish egg. You know what? That's about as good as it's gonna get, probably. That's good. All right. Well, without further ado, let's go ship this bad boy. Boom. Caviar shipped. It doesn't count until tomorrow once it's in the actual shipping collection. So my apologies to my secret friend Abigail, whoever that might be. I don't think I've ever met her in my life, but hope you have a great winter star without me. Hopefully, you know, someone bought accidentally got a second Secret Santa gift, and you can have that one instead. Made it back just in time. Just in time for the caviar shipping moment. Get your screenshots while you can. We're about to see the caviar on the shipment screen. Probably the only time where we're going to see the caviar on the shipment screen. I can't see it being a mainstay as far as us shipping it that often. Pick up the new roe. We don't want to get any extraneous fishing experience if we don't have to. We only need one caviar to ship. And ship it we have. Boom. Get your cameras out. 500 big dollars. It was all worth it. It was all worth it for those $500 from our little purple friend. There we go. Just in time for year 14, just about as well. I think it's going to be year 14 anyway. Crazy. Let's have a look. We got so many purple things in our shipping collection. Caviar, iridium bar, eggplant. You love to see it. Well, there we go. Hold on, chat. I gotta grab my... I'm feeling optimistic that we're gonna get multiple goals today. Like, we're gonna have another goal train that we just get to complete a bunch of them back to back to back to back to back. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a little notepad. Oops. A little notepad and a pen so that I can write down the order that I complete these in. So, ship caviar... Ship caviar done. Beautiful. All right. Wasn't I going to empty the pond so I could reuse it? That is true, but I forgore, so... That's my bad. That's okay. We can always build another fish pond if push comes to shove. All right, let me get the randomizer set up here. Give me one hot second or even a cold second if that's more your speed. Open this up. Puffertle, no thank you. Bring me to my spreadsheet. My randomizer. Not your randomizer, not their randomizer. This is my randomizer. You can have your own. I just gotta make sure the screen region is right. Looks pretty good to me. Boom. Here we are. I gotta do that. There we go. All right. I can have a lukewarm second. Hopefully that was a warm enough second for you. All right. It's been a while since we've been back to this screen, but it's always a good time when we get to do this. Ship caviar, not so bad. It gave us a little bit of a run for our money. Let's finish it up, see where we're at. 25 goals complete, 4.4%. Why is 4.4? It looks like a little face. Do you see it? Like the little circles, or like the empty spaces in the fours, they're like eyes, and then it's like a little circle mouth. Got some weird mascara going on or something like that. Get some 4.4s in chat. 4.4 pareidolia. All right. Are we ready, chat? Are we ready for goal number 26 out of 564? We still got a ways to go. Let's not dilly-dally any longer. Give me a new goal. What do you got for me today? Ship a sea urchin. Do we have sea urchins? We probably have a sea urchin somewhere, right? Somehow, some way. I don't know. We probably do. Another purple. You're so right. Wait, that's another purple. Also, I can unpin our current goal. Thank you, Nightbot. Time for some foraging XP. Don't, oh, maybe we do need foraging XP for this one. Hold on a second. Hold on one cotton picking minute. Let me just bring you over here for a second. Let me open up a little Nightbot. I just want to have the dashboard ready here. Let's see. Commands, exclamation point, goal. Ship a sea urchin. I don't know how long this one's going to take necessarily if we don't already have a sea urchin, which I guess we probably wouldn't, right? So let me set that up. Maybe all the purple indicates a certain villager. It's all been building up to Abigail. All roads lead to Abigail. Or the wizard. I guess that's true. That's truing right there. Okay, let me go back to the game. Boom. And boom. And I'm also going to just get rid of this for right now. Don't need to worry about that. I'm not going to replace it just yet, but alright. Can a sea urchin be bought from the traveling merchant? Yes, but buying things from the traveling merchant is against our rules, our self-imposed rules for this challenge. Alright, ship a sea urchin is our current goal. Do we have a sea urchin lying around from some wayward source that I can't even begin to guess? I'm gonna say probably not. If it's anywhere, it's gonna be in this chest over here. No sea urchin. No sea urchin. Okay. So to get a sea urchin, trash urchin, I don't think urchins can be got from trash cans, can they? What's the new goal? New goal is currently ship a sea urchin. You know what? Maybe I will set up the current goal thing, because this might take a minute. I don't know if it'll take like super long, but it could take some time. So let's at least get this on the screen. Sea urchin. Boom. There you go. Check the fish tanks. Good shout. Do we have any in a fish tank somewhere? I see lots of seaweed. The more I'm thinking on it, the more I think we do not have a sea urchin anywhere. That's a long sea urchin, also known as a super cucumber. I see no sea urchins. Is partial friendship allowed? No. Long story short, no. Like, you can get partial hearts with people. Like, you can get, like, a little bit of a heart with Crowus. Like, you can see right there, we got 1 pixel. But you can't get a full heart or more with anybody until you have to befriend them. And a full heart is the minimum requirement for someone to send you something in the mail, so... It's, that's a no-go. Good thinking, though. Alright. Thank you for the wiki page on Sea Urchin, Laisha. I was actually going to open that up myself. Let me see. Sea Urchin is forageable. During summer, 12 to 14, sea urchins can appear anywhere, yada yada. Average spawn rate. It's only really available from foraging, isn't it? 7 foraging XP. We might just have to bite the bullet on this one. Yeah, I guess we just bite the bullet and forage it, right? Or the hard level mines. We can't access the hard level mines until we can enter the walnut room, I don't think, though. Pretty sure mail gifts are anything more than 0 friendship points. 1 heart is 250. That's what I originally thought, but when we were going through the rigmarole of, like, there was something in the past of this challenge that we actually were considering getting a mail goal, or getting something in the mail for, and we did a little digging into the code and found out that you do need a minimum of 1 heart. Even though it says on the wiki, like, any level of friendship is good, it has to be at least 1 heart, apparently. Does it give you XP if you forage on the farm? That's what I was thinking. But I believe it's only things that are in the fishing collection that don't give XP when foraged on the farm. And the sea urchin is in the shipping collection, not the fishing collection. So, unfortunately, I think it still does give XP. I'm just trying to think, is there any other way around this? And I think the answer is no. So I think we just go and find a sea urchin. Which there may be one just, like, hanging out, like, on our farm. How much foraging experience do we have? That's farming, not foraging. We only have 14 foraging experience, chat. I think this is a worthy use of some of our foraging experience because there's really no other way around it, right? I think we just have to go find one. Rainbow shell, no thank you. Fish pond, but I would still get XP. How would I get one for the fish pond initially, though, is the question. I still have to find one to put in a fish pond. I think maybe there's, like, a because there's certain things you can fish up on the beach farm specifically, and sea urchin might be one of them. Like, just using a fishing rod. So we either go for fishing XP or foraging XP. Yo, chat, I found one! Look! It's a sea urchin. It's a little bigger than usual. But it's right here. We got one. Pog. A little too big for me to pick up, it turns out. So we'll just have to keep looking, I guess, though. Yeah, it's a real big one. Alright, well, let's just we'll have a look around the farm first and foremost here. And if we don't find anything here, then we just go down to the beach. I guess it's finally about time to repair that bridge to the tide pools, then. If we don't find one on our farm itself, then we're gonna do that instead. Little seaweed over there. Not that I need it. Ginger Island? I don't think forage spawns on Ginger Island. Unless I'm forgetting something. Yeah, I think we're going to have to cross the bridge. Ooh, a little deluxe retaining soil. That's actually kind of nice. Useful on the beach farm more than anywhere else, so we'll take it. Sea urchins do spawn on Ginger Island? On the Ginger Island farm. Really? Okay. I mean, either way, they're going to give us foraging experience, but that is a place to check. For some reason, I didn't think that they did. They're on Ginger Island pretty often. Well, I guess one way or another, our next stop is the beach, either to go to visit Ginger Island or just to find one on the beach itself, so let's go have a look, shall we? It is towards the end of the week as well, which is nice because all forage, like, despawns on Sundays. On Sunday. So if we can stay ahead of that, that would be nice. All right, we only need 300 wood here, so let's just bring 300 exactly. Who would have thought that shipping a sea urchin of all things would be the thing to finally make us repair this bridge down on the beach? But you know what? Desperate times call for desperate measures. Let's go repair this bridge. Isn't this crazy? This repair that normally the average casual Stardew Valley player would do within, like, the first... probably the first season at the very latest of a new playthrough, repairing this bridge. We're finally doing it. 13 years later. It's finally time. The legendary bridge. Do all of our hopes and dreams await on the opposite side of this bridge? Ooh, we could go with the shortcuts. You're not wrong. We could go with the community shortcuts, but you know what? I'm willing to sack the 300 wood for this instead. The bridge is not a goal, thankfully. Did I just put goat milk in the shipping bin? Did I? I don't think so. I'll check when I get home, but... Sea urchin? Dude, there's nothing but coral here! What is this? Coral? Look at all this coral! What is... And a nautilus shell for good measure, huh? Hey there, Storm Warrior. Hope I make the caviar paved by 12 million coins. Caviar is officially complete. Thank you for the well wishes either way. We are now on to sea urchin. Friendship ended with caviar. Sea urchin is my new best friend. All right, let's take a look at Ginger Island, I suppose. The people are telling me that Ginger Island is a great place for sea urchins. Let's go find out. Ginger Island Farm specifically, right? Oh my goodness. Artifact spot's kind of cracked today. I was just checking the shipping bin to see if there was anything in there, because someone said I shipped a goat milk, but I don't think it would still show up there, even though this is Ginger Island, I'm pretty sure. All right, coral, coral, more coral, lots of coral. Wow, dude, what's going on? How far does it go? It doesn't spawn up here, I don't think, right? Bro, where's a sea urchin when you need it, though? Sea urchin doesn't want to be shipped? I mean, I'm not in the business of telling sea urchins what they can and can't do, but bro, you're a sea urchin. It's not that serious. Alright, well... I'm surprised that there wasn't even, like, a single sea urchin. It's literally just coral as far as the eyes can see. I think the play here is really just to, like, sleep the days away. Surprise, surprise. And check back at the tide pools until we get the not the coral. Now I'm getting gaslit into thinking that I need coral. No, until we get the sea urchin. Am I denying the sea urchins their autonomy? I just personally think that I know what's best for the sea urchins. I think I can ship them off to a lovely new home where they'll live out their wildest dreams that they can't get there on their own. Sea urchins don't have legs. They're just trapped forever on the beach. They have no autonomy, or if they do have autonomy, then I feel bad for them because they're merely stranded. They're prisons in their own bodies. So I'm denying them their autonomy? Yes, I guess in a roundabout sense of the word, I am. What is this song, by the way? This is Boat Buds from the Short Hike soundtrack. Check the shipping bin just in case. I got you. Nothing has been shipped today. Good looking out, though. Thank you. They're currently exercising their autonomy by hiding from me. Well, they can't hide forever. That's all I'm saying. Sea urchin, your days are numbered. Alright, well, I guess I'll check back in tomorrow, because Saturday is theoretically the last day where new forge can spawn. And then Sunday it resets, so we'll just check back. I guess we check back at the tide pools every Saturday, basically, is probably the best play right now, right? I can't think of any other way to optimize it, really, so... Yeah, no worries, Durmeister. You just caught one in Animal Crossing, you can fax it to me. Sea urchin riding the bus? That would be a surprise. Have you guys ever seen a sea urchin in real life, by the way? The depiction that they have in Stardew Valley does not do them justice. They are, like, freaky little guys. Like, you look at a sea urchin in Stardew Valley, like, you can't see it on here right now, but where's the silhouette? Where's the silhouette for the sea urchin? He's right here. He's got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Got 8 little spikes right there. 8 little spikes on a sea urchin. I'm telling you, I think the average sea urchin probably has, like, 800 spikes on it. Like, or maybe even more. I don't even know. It's a lot. They are spiny little friends. They're like the porcupines of the ocean. Check behind the well and behind the house. Quick little adventure behind the house. I don't know if I've ever seen any forge spawn behind the house, actually. I mean, I guess you wouldn't ever see it. You'd have to go back there and at least, like, try and find it on your own. Nothing back there either. Good thinking, though. Yeah, sea urchins, like, they're always, like, even spinier than I think they're gonna be. I saw a sea urchin... My only time seeing a sea urchin in real life was not in an aquarium, believe it or not. It was on my family vacation to Hawaii many, many years ago when I was extremely young. We went snorkeling near a coral reef, and there was a sea urchin just, like, chilling there. And I was like, that's cool, but I'm swimming as far away from that thing as possible because I don't want to risk anything. I was like, is it weird that, like, I did have an impulse to want to touch the sea urchin when I saw it for the first time? Like, I looked at it and I'm like, I kind of want to touch that just to say that I did. And then obviously I didn't because that's insane. But, like, what if? Like, what? Do you ever wonder what a sea urchin feels like? You touched it? Touch sea urchin, get dizzy? It's still just, it's just coral, it's a coral catastrophe. Don't let the intrusive thoughts win. I guess that is sort of the archetypal intrusive thought, right? Like how some people say, like, when they stand on the edge of a very high cliff, they have an intrusive thought to, like, just jump, just for no reason. I don't think I've ever had that intrusive thought, although I don't make a habit of standing on the tops of, like, very tall cliffs either, so... That's, your mileage may vary, I guess. But I have heard that before. would be like the temptation to touch a cactus. Some of them look fuzzy, but it's best not to do it. That's the thing, is it's like not even like I look at a sea urchin and I'm like, ooh, it's like, it would be kind of fuzzy or fun to touch or something like that. Like, I actively know that would be extremely painful to come into contact with. And even so, even then, I'm like, but, like, I kind of want to touch it anyway. Just, like, why not, dude? How often do you get the chance to touch a sea urchin? Depending on your line of work, it may be more often than the average individual, but for me, that's like a novelty. You've touched a cactus too. Sea urchins are better to touch. If you did, for those who have touched a sea urchin, because there's apparently... Wasn't there roe at this one? I didn't realize roe could, like, disappear like that. Or I guess it can under certain circumstances. Either way, whatever. For those who have touched a sea urchin, do you have to... Is it, like, just, like, you shouldn't touch it at all? Or, like, you should be very careful when you touch it? Like, how much pressure do you have to apply for the sea urchin to, like... For touching the sea urchin to be a bad time? Like, I'm not going to go in and squeeze it like it's a stress ball or something like that. I think that's just asking for trouble. But if you just, like, graze it with your hand, like, can I pet the sea urchin? Can you pet the sea urchin in this game? You can hold it kind of like a hedgehog. I've never held a hedgehog personally. Oh, you know what? We should do, we can ship jelly, right? We can ship jelly. I'm going to ship my jelly just to have something that brings up the end of day screen, because today is a new year. The spines are pretty sharp, so just, like, gently touch it. It's not like a knife where you just, like, touch it and, like, instantly get cut, if it's, like, a sharp enough knife. It's like you have to apply, like, a little bit of pressure, but... Okay, that's good to know. I'll keep that in mind next time I'm in contact with a sea urchin, which is probably not going to be any time in my life in the near future. Alright, chat. Get your party poppers and your fireworks primed. We don't get to celebrate this all that often. Probably more often than the average Stardew Valley player, but still. Go to sleep for the night. Here we go. Y'all ready for this? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was a little early, but Happy New Year! Or a little late, rather. It's freaking spring 14th. Well, spring year 14. Spring 1st, year 14. Holy moly, we made it. Onward and upward towards year 15 we go. And let me correct Nightbot's command here. Current in-game year, 1-4. You'll love to see it. What does year 14 have in store for us? I can't wait to find out. 14 party poppers and a partridge in a pear tree. Alright. It may be a new year, but honestly, we're not doing that much new. Not yet, anyway. Sea urchins, hopefully. You're not wrong. You are certainly not wrong. Chad, this is so nice. I forgot. Part of me was still dreading the fact that, like, oh, it's a new year. There's going to be so much, like, debris that I'm going to have to go and get rid of. No, no, no. We have a gold clock. Chat, how do we have a gold clock? Does it feel like a fever dream to anyone else? Like, the whole, like, obviously, like, the VODs are there. We all lived through the gold clock process and, like, the actual earning of that money and getting it. Does it feel like just like a hazy nightmare to anybody else? like I look back on that time and I'm like, man, that took a long time to get that gold clock, but it's just here now. But it doesn't feel real. It feels like it just, like, appeared one day. It feels like we all went into a collective coma and woke up and there was the gold clock. Can't see it, though. If we look at it too, like, head on, it's kind of like looking at the sun. If you look at it too directly, it can be just blinding. So that's why it's hidden behind that tree. It's just too magnificent to behold. It technically did just appear one day, but I mean, we made it appear, ultimately. Ayana, welcome on in. Good to see you. Alright, yeah, I guess we just sleep until Saturday. Open the doors for the animals. I don't think I ever closed them for the winter, to be honest with you, so I think they're still fine. I'll run down and double check today, though, just to be on the safe side. Because we definitely don't want our animals just all cooped up like that. Or all barned up, as the case may be. Are we not planting ancient fruit? I forgot! I forgot about the ancient fruit, man. Oh no, I'm so laser focused on my sea urchin hunt. It's okay, it's gonna be a day late. But we can still plant the, we got all the seeds ready for the ancient fruit, so we should probably do that. Dude, I'm so off my game. This is what happens when you take time off. Lesson learned, never take a break. Always be working at 100% efficiency so that you don't forget anything. Sleep? No. Food? No. You don't get any of that until you're done your work for the day. Slash sarcasm. What? Worked out for Hamilton? It may work for Hamilton, but, like, it's not gonna work for everybody. And I mean, honestly, did it work for Hamilton? I think a little Miss Mariah Reynolds might have something to say about that. Alright, let's go plant our ancient fruit. The spots are all still saved by the good grace of the dead ancient fruit. The ancient fruit of eons past. Path looks funky in spring. I guess we haven't seen the path in spring. We've only seen it in, like, fall and winter so far, right? I kind of like it. Like, the brick path is definitely growing on me. But Hamilton died. I mean, everyone dies. And Hamilton didn't necessarily die because he worked so hard. He didn't work himself to death. He just, you know... The circumstances of his death were unexpected. Well, maybe not unexpected, but could have been avoided for sure. We honor their life. We honor the lives of ancient fruits past by planting new little ancient fruit seedlings in their stead. It's the way they would want it. Boom, boom. I'm missing one spot. Are you kidding me? Where am I missing a spot? Chat? Chat, where am I missing a spot? Hold on, I'm scanning. I'm scanning. Maybe it's not a spot I can see. Is it back here? It's there. Okay, perfect. Right behind that tree. We got it. In years past, I have also put speed grow on the ancient fruit. I don't feel like we need to do that this time, because we're not, like, hard-pressed for money or anything like that. I think we can be a little more lackadaisical about our approach to ancient fruit here. We've put a lot of time and effort into ancient fruit harvests in the past. I think we can give Beatrix a bit of a break. Or the Junimos, I guess, a bit of a break, because Beatrix, she does a lot. She doesn't do that much when it comes to the farming. She kind of just, like, plants it. Although I guess she built the foundation that the farm is now resting upon, so... The big Junimo overseeing the Junimo huts is mildly intimidating. What do you mean? Are you telling me at your place of work you don't have a large plush human sitting next to your workspace and overseeing everything you do? I thought that was like par for the course. Built the foundation and now takes all the profits. The Junimos don't need money. Like, what are they gonna buy? They seem to be very happy, just like living their lives, chilling as best they can. Alright, off to bed. Where you work, you have an actual human watching over you? Like, all the time? That's kind of scary. Like, I get supervisors and managers are important and all that stuff. But, like, if you got someone watching you around the clock every time you're working, either you have a very, like, very special job, or... or those, your managers don't trust you very much. I don't know which is more intimidating. What kind of store am I working at? I work at a liquor store. Although maybe it's more, I don't know, is it the norm for like someone to be watching you all the time while you work? Probably not, right? Not a special job, just a paranoid boss. That's kind of what I figured, yeah. They accept money in Stardew Valley Expanded. The Junimos have a secret shop in Stardew Valley Expanded. What would Junimos even sell? I'm curious now. I'll have to check out Stardew Valley Expanded at some point. I know I've said that in the past, and I have yet to do so, and it's probably not going to be a while before I actually ever do, but mark my words, I will play Stardew Expanded at some point. They sell lots of great stuff. I would imagine so. It strikes me like a Junimo shop strikes me as a late game shop where they sell all manners of useful and magical items. Doesn't strike me as one of those things where like, oh yeah, the Junimos just set up shop in the middle of Pelican Town and they sell seeds at a discount price. Black market produce? Possibly. I could picture that. A little Junimo with an eye patch or something. The grisliest Junimo out there. Sets up his own little black market shop. I'm here for it. The cherries. I regret to inform you, the age of cherries has passed. I like looking at the cherry tree in full bloom. That's so pretty. I almost want to just like get rid of all our fruit trees here and replace them all with cherry trees just because they're so nice. Scratch that. Let's get rid of all the trees on our farm and replace them all with cherry saplings. I just like the aesthetic look of them. It's okay, Heather. Don't be sad because the age of cherries is behind us. Be happy because we got to experience it. There's something nice about impermanence. Something being temporary and just getting to enjoy the memories of it in the future. There's something nice about that, depending on what it is. Maybe check the tide pools. We'll check on Saturday. That gives them all week to show up. Because, like, for those who don't know, that's kind of how Forge in Stardew Valley works, is, like, every day there's a chance for new Forge to spawn up until Saturday. And then on Sunday, the entire valley, like, resets and it starts the whole cycle anew. So on Saturday is generally the best day to go out and look for forage, because that's when the most forage will have had a chance to spawn. The real cherries were the friends we made along the way. Well put. I couldn't have said it better myself. At least to run around the perimeter of the farm. I mean, what I could do, we do have the screenshot, like the daily screenshot that's happening, so I can just check the screenshot if I need to. Either way, I'm gonna wait till Saturday, I think. Just a quick quick little look. We'll check behind the silo here, why not? But I'm so impatient. Chat, have we not collectively waited, like, 13 plus in-game years for some of this stuff? I think we can wait a few more days for a sea urchin. Look, I know we all want more goals. I know we're all thirsting for a new randomizer goal. Myself, possibly more than anybody. And ship a sea urchin is not the most exciting goal, so the fact that it's taking as long as it's taking is a little bit silly. But we just gotta take the goals as they come. This is Beatrix's story. We are merely witnesses to it. And if Beatrix's story dictates that the sea urchin does not appear till the end of the week, then that's just how the chips are gonna fall. 13 years plus 3 days. But who's counting? Have we forgotten the days of egg hibernation? To be fair, that's just a legendary story told by Stardew Valley historians of the woman that slept over 100 years in search of a single egg. It's a tale as old as time at this point. Some of us lived through it, it's true. But to Beatrix, that is merely an old wives' tale. Chat, I learned a new word. I learned a new fun word that I think is actually like a usable word that could worm its way into my vocabulary. Not an everyday kind of word, but it is still a fun word to know. I learned it via dictionary.com's word of the day email that I get sent. The word of the day today was eggcorn. E-G-G-C-O-R-N, which is just a hilarious word in concept. Does anyone know what an eggcorn is? I don't know why I'm leading you along. I'm gonna tell you what an eggcorn is. An eggcorn is like, it sounds like it could be a plant. But yeah, it's basically Julius Roberts, just like what you said. It's a misheard word. So think of like the example that came to mind when I said it. I said old wives' tale, but some people say that as old wise tale. So if you say like old wives' tale, that's an eggcorn of old wives' tale. It's like not the actual correct saying, but it sounds similar to the correct saying. It's like it's like kit and caboodle and kit and caboodle. It's like when you mistake something as being something else because it sounds very similar. Isn't that an acorn? Exactly. And the fact that it's called an eggcorn is just is so good. I don't know why it's called an eggcorn. I don't even need to know. I just love that it is. It's so funny to me. You call it a glitch in a lemonade? Well, now you can either call it, you can still call it that, but it's now you know that its official terminology is eggcorn. The fact that eggcorn itself is an eggcorn for acorn is actually amazing. For all intensive purposes, there's another one, yeah. Alright, chat. Today, by the way, today, it's a happy rainy Saturday. Let's go looking for a sea urchin, shall we? Would would of instead of would have, or would have, count as an eggcorn? I would say so. I think that qualifies. Even though would of is not, like, grammatically correct, an eggcorn doesn't need to be grammatically correct. That's honestly part of, like, the process, I guess. It's urchin time. Get out your sea urchin emojis, chat. Sea urchin emojis. We have to gather all the sea urchins that we can. Well, technically only one, but if we have a gathering of sea urchins in chat, then maybe the sea urchin will feel more at home. Will feel more inclined to show up. A doggy dog world? I don't think I've ever heard that one, but that's pretty good. I'm seeing a severe lack of sea urchin emojis, probably because a sea urchin emoji doesn't exist. But there we go. We're starting to get some. It took a little while for the creative juices to flow, but I see some purple circles. Purple circle with a cactus. That's so good. All right, sea urchin. Do you see all the purple in chat? Look at all the purple in chat. Sea urchins, don't you want to be a part of this? Wow, this is abysmal. All right, well, that's rough. I guess we can go have a look around the farm. Ginger Island. All right, we'll go to Ginger Island. Fair enough. Quick trip to Ginger Island while we're down here. Why not? It's merely $1,000. There's a time and a place where I would have been like, I can't spend that $1,000. But this is neither the time nor place to be stingy about it. We did do the gem bird puzzle, yeah. Ooh, I'll take that. I'll take that over the mixed seeds here. I'll never turn my nose up at gold coconut. You know me. We have a storied history. These golden coconuts and it's a sea urchin. Chat, thank you. There's multiple sea urchins. They're all congregating. It's a pair of sea urchins. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to split you up. There we go. All right. Well, easy as that. Get rid of the taro too. Actually, get rid of the clay. We can farm clay easily enough. There we go. The sea urchin drought is behind us. Chat, look away. Look away. We have to rip off the band-aid. Ooh. Little 7 foraging experience. It's fine. Only up to 21 foraging experience. We're good. Never been this hyped for a sea urchin. I know, right? The randomizer makes you appreciate things that you never thought you could appreciate. Holy moly. And you know what? Just get shipped. It's as easy as that. It may have been a short adventure for you, little sea urchin, but for me, it was the end of it was the culmination of a long time coming. Hope the next goal is leveling up foraging so we can pick up a bunch of things we need to ship. Well, I guess let's go find out. We're gonna head off to bed. I can sleep at that house too. I could have slept at that house, but I want to sleep in my own dang bed. I guess it is technically my own bed still. It's just on Ginger Island. But I want to be surrounded by, you know, Iota and Pi and all that good stuff. If I don't have to sleep on Ginger Island, then I'd like to return home and sleep where I feel most warm and fuzzy. Next goal, catch a stingray. You think shipping it immediately is a mistake? Why would shipping it immediately be a mistake? I'm trying to think. I mean, we technically can still get it back. Like, I can just go over here and take it out. I think I should get more via fish ponds. I'm just wondering, what would I need sea urchins for in the future? Is there anything I need sea urchins for that I would need to, like, put them in a fish pond? Because I'm with you that we could put it in a fish pond and duplicate it and get more experience free that way. But I don't think that I need a sea urchin for anything else in the future. Putting hats on them, honestly, there's something to that. There's something to it. But I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to wait and harvest any sea urchins I might need for hat shenanigans in the future. So Conkles, thank you very much for suggesting it that we could put it in a fish pond, but I think I'm willing to take the L on this one in the interest of getting a new goal as soon as possible. I appreciate you thinking ahead. Yeah, we need extra coral for certain things, but we don't need a sea urchin for anything. I'm with you on that one. Alright, pop that away. Put the bones away in there. Boom, done. Sea urchin successfully shipped. Have a good one there, Bex. Thanks for hanging out. This sea urchin is for you. How many more purple things could there possibly even be to ship, by the way? Eggplant, iridium bar, sea urchin, caviar. What else is purple? Is there anything else purple that's left to ship? I don't even know. I guess we'll find out, because the randomizer seems to be inclined that way. Amaranth, grapes, wine. You know what? There's a whole slew of purples. Squid ink. Squid ink kind of more indigo than purple, but I can see it. Purple mushroom. Super cucumber. Not part of the shipping collection, but I'm with you. Fairy rose. I would classify a fairy rose as more like lilac than pink or purple. Iridium ore, true. You know what? Let's stop fantasizing about it. Let's go to the randomizer and see what it actually has in store for us. It might be purple, it might not. What a strange thing to say. Will this be a purple goal? Wait, hold on. Why is that not doing the thing I wanted to do? What the heck? Next challenge, perfection in strict rainbow order. that would be interesting. Oh, that's why I was pressing the wrong thing. Okay, never mind. There's just I'm just doing something silly behind the scenes. Don't mind me, chat. All right, bring you on in. Boom, boom. All right. Let me write it down on my little notepad for future reference. Ship a sea urchin. Gave me more of a run for my money than I thought it would, but honestly not that bad. We still managed to complete it in, well, not record time. It's not the fastest goal we ever had. What's the fastest goal we had, do you think? I don't even know. Either way, goal complete successfully. Let me just get my chat back up so I can actually see you guys. Boom. Big old 26 goals complete, 4.6%. Will we hit 5% by the end of the stream? It's all going to come down to these next couple of goals. Sarah Yams, thank you for the gifted membership to Annika. By the way, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. That's amazing. Believe in the 5%. 5% would be 2 more goals, right? 2 more goals. So we need both of these next 2 goals to be easy ones. It starts with this first one being a highly doable one. Let's see. Are you ready, chat? 3, 2, 1. Show me what you got. Ship a winter root. Winter foraging hype? We saved some winter roots, did we not? We saved some winter roots, I'm pretty sure. I mean, let's go find out, I suppose. If we saved winter roots, we're chilling. If not, then we might be a little bit kicking ourselves. But I'm pretty confident we saved winter roots somewhere. Also, let me... Let me just get rid of that for right now. Yeah, because it is spring. It's early spring, so getting a winter root from here... Well, I guess you can till in the mines, right? Yeah, that might be... Or can you? Is that right? I don't know, I'm getting confused. I know, like, dust... Don't, like, dust sprites drop them or something like that? Not that we could kill dust sprites, but I'm just trying to think of the sources of winter roots. Either way, can we just, like, have one? Yeah, we do. Okay, we're good. We're chilling. We're gonna save the rest of these, because I know you need some for, like, cooking recipes and stuff, but I think we're fine. I mean, we're obviously fine now, but... Is befriending Abigail a purple goal? I would classify that as a very purple goal. All right. Get shipped, fool. We can officially, now if we ever do winter foraging in the future, now we can officially just directly ship, like, half of the things that we get. That's pretty exciting. What Pelinar said? Oh, you could grow it in a pot. That's true. All right. Lock it in, baby. Bam. That's got to be in contention for one of the quickest goals we ever got, that's for sure. Quick 70 gold for us. I'll take it. Winter root successfully shipped. You missed the sea urchin? Sorry, Laisha. It can happen so fast sometimes. It's amazing how fast these goals can just, like, be like, bam, and they're done. And we're on to the next one. And they're done. And we're on to the next one. Speaking of, let's go on to the next one. Oops, wrong button. Boom. And a boom. Get me up here. There we go. Perfect. All right. New goal hype. Finish this one. Easy peasy. Ship a winter root. Oh, that 5%. It's so tantalizingly close. One goal now stands between us and 5% completion. I can't believe it. Let me just write this down. Ship winter root. All right. Please, just give me something. Give me something doable. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be... I'm not going to seed anything out in the universe. Just give me something. Here we go. I'm not going to... Just show me. Show me what you got. Ship a gold ore. Chat, we're getting lucky. We're getting lucky. It always feels like playing Russian roulette a little bit when you're touching this randomizer. You click the button, you never know what's going to slap you in the face. Is it going to be gold ore, or is it going to be a return scepter? Who knows? But that's all right. That's totally fine. And Jay Sky, thank you as well for the gifted membership. Talacia, thank you so much for the support. That's amazing. Thank you, thank you. 5%, here we come. Watch this be 4.9%, because sometimes it only goes up by 0.1. Usually it goes up by 0.2, but because of like how the goals, how like the percentage is structured, it only goes up to 0.1 sometimes, or by 0.1. Let's go find out though. So we should already have plenty of gold ore. Well, maybe not plenty, but we should have some gold ore to ship, right? Yeah, 33. All right, we're good there. Not too shabby, not too shabby at all. Thanks, Pam. Cheers to you. Gold ore successfully shipped. Yeah, getting shipping goals is to be expected to a certain extent just by virtue of how many items are in the shipping collection. You can see for yourself right here, but it's starting to build up nicely. Look at this. Ooh. We still have a long way to go, that's for darn sure, though. Alright, off to bed. Love getting a mug of beer mailed to me. It's amazing that it's still as full as it is by the time it makes it to us. There we go. Just to see, gold ore, number shipped 1. I don't know who's shipping gold ore on a regular basis. Maybe if you're just emptying your pockets after a long trip to the mines. But there it is. Done and done. Color scheme being ruined. My color scheme! My color scheme! No! Alright, let me write it down. Ship gold ore. We haven't received a non-shipping goal at all this stream. We've done ship caviar, sea urchin, winter root, and gold ore. Do you think we can get a non-shipping goal for our next one? 5th time's the charm, maybe. Let me pop you over here. Ostrich egg and the radioactive ore and bar would be pretty rough. The ostrich egg actually wouldn't be too bad, because we already have one ostrich egg, and we have one waiting from like the journal scrap that we can get on Ginger Island. The radioactive bar and stuff, I'm with you, though. I don't think we can actually get those yet, because we haven't gotten the walnut room gold, though. Whoops. Boom. Here we are. Here we are again. It's always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to roll me twice? Alright. Ship a gold ore. Done. Easy peasy. 5%! We made it! Oh, I was holding my bated breath to see 5% instead of 4.9. Chat, we made it. 5% of the way there. Holy moly. Chat, you know what that means? We just have to do that 20 more times. Like everything that we've done in the past 45 streams, we just have to do it 20 more times, and then we're done. Heck yeah, dude. Let's go. We're 1/20th of the way there. All right. Onward and upward. Generate me a new goal, please. Ship a snow yam. What are the odds? Dude, winter foraging is so cracked now. Yes. And I know for a fact we have these because they were right next to the winter roots. Oh. Ooh, the luck don't stop coming. Holy, the randomizer. After all this time, it's finally being so kind to us. I can't believe it. I can't even believe this, dude. Is this the same randomizer? Did someone get in there and, like, change the seed on me? Or did we just already go through all the mega hard goals and now we're just left with the scraps? Ship a snow yam. Yes, please. It's your birthday luck? Thank you for sharing your birthday luck with us. Hold on. Biardi? Thank you very much. The snow yam is for you. New randomizer, who dis? This is not the randomizer I'm used to. Not by a long shot. The randomizer I'm used to would have given us, like, water and earth obelisks back to back. Right now, we're just chilling. We're riding this wave of good luck and good fortune and good optimism. Good optimism and voice cracks galore. Gosh. Maybe I need to take a hydration break. I'm too excited. I'm too excited for hydration. Who needs water when you've got pogs? Go check our mushroom cave real quick. Desert obelisk was a purple goal. In a roundabout way, I think you're right. I mean, the desert obelisk is largely purple, is it not? Gain a mining level next. It's been so long since our only level up goal so far. We have one level in fishing and that's it. We're overdue at this point. 600 of each fruit. Man, that's a crazy sight on its own. Return scepter is also a purple goal. Hey, you gotta take the bad with the good. Yo, any starfruit is a purple goal, that's true. Snow yam officially shipped, by the way. You missed it, what's the goal? Squiggly, you just saw it. Goal is officially completed. It's just that easy sometimes. Alright, let me write it down. Ship snow yam. Ship snow yam. That's snow yam. Star drop. Yeah, I meant star drop. I probably said star fruit because I mean, they're basically the same thing. They're both star-shaped. They're both star-shaped and you need lots of them. Starfruit are yellow? Not if you're colorblind. Is there yellow-purple colorblindness? Probably not. We've never seen the randomizer this much in a single stream. This is crazy, dude. We might be encroaching upon a new record for goals completed in a single stream. We have completed officially 1, 2, 3, 4, and now, boom, 5 goals. 5.1%. Get some 5.1s in chat, please. 5.1s in chat. don't taunt it, I don't see a reason not to. It's been so kind to us for the past little bit. We're encroaching upon goal number 30 right here. 30 goals, there's no way they give me like a terrible, nasty, horrible, multi-stream long goal for goal 30. There's no shot. This randomizer, nah. It's lost its ferocity. We tamed the wild beast that was the randomizer, and now it has no more lust for blood. Now it's just like a fluffy little kitty that we've tamed into submission. As you can clearly tell by our newest goal here, to catch a Dorado. All right, well, that's not the worst thing in the world. Chat, that's not terrible. Okay, that's not that bad. That's it. A Dorado. It's kind of a tough fish, but we've dealt with worse in the past. Lest ye forget, we caught Ollie. We caught Ollie back in the day. A Dorado doesn't stand a chance here. It is summer only, but I mean we're in spring and we're no strangers to sleeping, so that's totally fine. By the way, I gotta scroll back up for it, but thank you, Sarah Yams, for the $5 super chat. Snow Yam for Sarah Yams. Get some yam emojis in chat. Dorados are sometimes really hard to hook. Not for Beatrix, though. Could be worse, could also be better. Yeah, Dorados can be a little finicky. I'm not gonna lie. Catching a Dorado is not like child's play by any stretch of the imagination, but there are worse goals out there, so let's count our blessings. And you know what? For goal number 30, I wouldn't have it any other way. It's got to be something, you know, it's got to be something that we have to work for. All right, let me real quick pop on over to Nightbot. It's the first time I've had to update the actual goal command in a minute here. Goal is now catch a Dorado. And this is goal number 30 of 564. Bro, this challenge is gonna take so long. When you just say like 564 goals, even if like they're all the easiest goals in the world, they're still gonna take like so long, which is crazy. To like do all of them. Do I have a buff food? We should still have some seafoam puddings in reserve. I don't think we used all of them up. I think we were very careful about that. Oh, also I'm gonna need to, well, let me bring you back in here for a second. Or not for a second, but for like a permanence. And then we'll go ahead and update the little goal thingamajigger. Where is my Dorado? Dorado. Bam, there he is. In all his orange glory. Do I have to do this without gaining a fishing level? The randomizer is now coded in such a way that it shouldn't give me a fishing goal unless I have enough leeway in my experience to catch that fish. So we should be totally fine. Let's go, let's go check. We should be totally a-okay to catch a Dorado and not level up. If I've set everything up according to plan. It can't always account for things like fish ponds, but it does its best based on like the previous fishing goals that you've done. But let's see, where's my fishing rod at? It's probably over in this chest over here. 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. any weather. At least it's a very early day fish. Like I don't have to wait out the day at all to go try and catch the Dorado. 105. We have plenty of leeway for the Dorado, I'm pretty sure. Even if we caught like a higher quality Dorado and got a little bit of extra experience from it, that wouldn't even be the end of the world. You have more than 1,000 hours in the game, but you didn't even know Dorados existed until a fortnight ago. Honestly, I don't even blame you. The Dorado is like a very niche fish. It's only available in the Forest River in a specific season during a specific time. It's like, if you haven't searched it on the wiki, you might be looking for that one for a hot minute. Does it count as catching a Dorado if it comes out of your fish pond? It does not, no. You have to catch it in its natural habitat. 29 silver, 32 gold, 35 iridium, or 29... Okay, I see. So 29 for regular quality. 29 experience, I should say, for regular quality. 32 experience for silver, 35 for gold, 41 for iridium. We'll try to get a basic quality Dorado, but if I catch one, I catch one. Have a good one there, Mobby. Alright. Well, I'm willing to sleep until summer here and try and get the Dorado, but that'll probably be closing in on the end of the stream by that point, because I don't know, we'll see. We'll try. I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way to 4 hours this stream. I was honestly getting tempted to end it at like 3 hours, but now I've got this goal hype going in my belly, and it makes me want to just keep going. I'm having so much fun. Like, I'm torn right now. I'm torn between having not streamed in so long and being like so happy to be streaming again right now, and my body telling me like, hey, don't push yourself too far. Not that I'm like, you know, dying of exhaustion right now or anything, but I do have to be cognizant of it as well. Pato, welcome on in. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Let's keep on going. Just sleep, no money making. I think I mean, I should still at least head out. I can definitely sacrifice the mushrooms from my, honestly, I could probably axe the mushrooms and the fruit trees from my daily schedule. I still want to pop my head out every day just to make sure I get my daily screenshot in. But if we really want to expedite this to get to summer as fast as possible, then I probably should cut out some of these like money-making adventures that I'm on right now. Are the silos full? Let me have a quick look for you. Silos at 583. We could definitely top that one up. I can get the fruit trees since they line up with other things sometimes, but nix the mushrooms. I'm kind of with you, yeah. Rebescapades, thank you for being a member for 17 months. Holy moly. Just got here. Can we have a recap, please? We got a sturgeon from Krobus, and then we put it in a fish pond, got caviar, and from there the goals have just been churning. We shipped a sea urchin, shipped a winter root, shipped a gold ore, shipped a snow yam, and now we have to catch a Dorado. So we've hit a little bit of a break in the goals, or at least like in the speed of when we get goals. I guess it's like anti-break as far as like the goal difficulty itself. I don't know if what I'm saying makes any sense actually, but are the animals outside? I did say I was gonna go check that, so let's go make sure that the animal doors are open. Also, I see little saplings that I gotta take care of anyway down here. Thank you for the support, by the way, Rebescapades. I greatly appreciate it. You're excited for more level goals? Chat, what if all the level goals are like the final goals that we get? Like, there are some goals that are locked behind certain level up goals, but like, what if we don't get another level up goal until like goal 300? Could you imagine? It's technically possible, I think, but also like extremely unlikely. I mean, I'm not saying that I want it to happen, but it would be kind of on brand, wouldn't it? The animals are all safely outside. They also have a lot of grass here to eat, so that's pretty nice. Yo, Lizard's Tail, thank you very much for being a member for 5 months at the Electron level as well. Greatly appreciate it. Got a little Beatrix gold there. Thank you. Beatrix and her lucky gold coconut. Imagine if level 10 foraging is our last goal. That would honestly be okay. I'd be alright with that. None of the level 10 goals are particularly necessary. If we can get to level 9, then we basically have enough leeway to do whatever we need for the most part, I would imagine. Alright. Off to bed. Yeah, so we're not getting the mushrooms anymore. No more mushroom cave checks. I will still endeavor to do the fruit trees and all that stuff, but the mushroom cave, I mean, it'll save a little bit of time every day, so let's just let's get rid of that from our schedule. I don't feel like we need them anymore. I'm just clinging on to the mushrooms as a relic of the past. But the days where the mushrooms were very important for our money-making adventures are long behind us. Can we get some 07s for our mushroom cave? Mushrooms, they served us well for a very long time. They were a pivotal part in our money-making adventure. But I'm afraid we've grown beyond the need for you. Thank you for everything you did for us in the past. I hope you enjoy your mycelium honeymoon in style. Until we need to ship any of them. That's true. That's pretty true. Ship a parsnip as the last goal would be hilarious. I would love that, honestly. It would be like the game's just like coming full circle. Oh, I don't need to... see, I was already on my way to the mushroom cave. Old habits die hard. I'm still popping my head out every day for the daily screenshot. But other than that, unless it's a fruit tree day, then we don't really have anything else to do, I don't think. Oh, I should top up the silo. I remember I was supposed to do that anyway. Boom. 968 pieces of hay and a partridge in a pear tree. Don't forget to stay up long enough for the Junimos. The ancient fruit isn't ready yet, but that is a good shout out. We didn't put speed grow on our ancient fruit, which means that when will the ancient fruit be ready? It won't be ready until like the very start of summer anyway, right? So we should be fine to just sleep through spring for the most part. Craft a scarecrow would be a good last goal, since it's probably the earliest quest that's also a goal. True. Do we still have that quest, by the way? I guess I don't think I ever, like, deleted it or anything. Introductions. We still haven't met 6 people. Initiation. Forging ahead. Look at all these, dude. Catch a squid. Advancement. Reach farming level 1 and craft a scarecrow. There it is, yep. One day we'll get to do that. Goal in 2 parts. Tuesday, summer 2nd for our first ancient fruit harvest. Thank you. Yeah, because we planted it 1 day later than we normally do, and we didn't put speed grow on it, so that tracks. If I plant it on the 2nd, I'll get my first harvest on Tuesday the 23rd. Even without speed grow? I thought that was the time frame for with speed grow, but we didn't put any speed grow on them this time. 2nd of summer. Okay, yeah, we're all on the same page then. Perfect. I should just eat my breakfast and put my glasses back on. I'm bad for that. Sometimes I'll, like... Chat, do you ever do this where, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be breakfast, but whatever meal you might be on at that point in your day? I'll go to my trouble of, like, making whatever meal I'm gonna make. I've got it all nice and set up on my plate. I bring it over, and then I, like, turn on something just to, like, watch while I have the while I eat my meal, because I like having something to distract, or to, like, to entertain myself while I'm eating. And then I'll just, like, forget to eat. I'll just, like, watch the thing, and I'll get so engrossed in the thing that I'm watching that I'll be like... And then I'll, like, look down at my plate and be like, oh yeah, I still am supposed to eat this. I didn't realize. I'm starving. I do that, like, way more than I even want to admit to. ADHD mood. It's entirely possible that I have ADHD undiagnosed. I don't want to claim that I do because I've never been diagnosed, but I have been told that I exhibit some of the symptoms for sure. Your BF gets so confused on why you don't eat. Just peak ADHD. I mean, fair enough, you know what? Fair enough. Like, yeah, it literally is so weird. I'll just, like, have a plate of food there, and I just, like, won't eat it. Even though I'm, like, hungry and I made it. It's, like, it's crazy. You keep making coffee and forgetting to drink it. Can't relate to that, but it is the same vibe, basically, yeah. Cannot relate. Not a coffee drinker, personally. Chat, do you want to hear about the... Do you want to... This is a story, just thinking about coffee. Led my brain on this tangent. Do you want to hear this story from my vacation about probably the worst customer experience service I've ever experienced? And I wasn't even there to experience. It was actually my mom who experienced it. It was... We went to a... we were coming back home from visiting some family that was, like, a ways away. And it was the evening. And we were hungry. And so my mom was like, let's just, like, stop at this Tim Hortons on the way back home. Tim Hortons is it's a Canadian sort of fast food chain. They're most well known for, like, coffee and stuff, but they also have, like a bunch of different kinds of food. And so she got on her phone and did, like, the mobile order thing. She said, put in a mobile order for the Tim Hortons. We rolled up, and then she, like, walked in to, like, wait for the mobile order. And we're all sitting in the car just waiting for her to pick up the order. About 5 minutes go by, then 10 minutes, then, like, 15 minutes. And then, like, we're, like, 20 minutes in, and all three of us, me, my sister, and my grandma in the car, were like, what the heck is going on? Why is this taking so long? We're just giving her, like, the benefit of the doubt. We're like, oh, maybe it's just a busy day. Maybe there's something weird going on. Then then probably roughly, like, actually 20 minutes after she went in, my mom comes out with no food in hand. No food, no drinks, none of what she ordered or anything like that. What had happened, apparently, is she went in there, she was waiting at the mobile pickup order, like, desk or whatever it is, like the counter, for... I gotta pause to tell this story, because I'm gonna get lost if I don't. She'd been waiting there for probably, like, 10 minutes, just, like, waiting for... Like, there were apparently, like, two guys, like, two, like, high school-age boys just, like, working the shift there. She was standing there for 10 minutes. Neither of them acknowledged her, like, even one time. They didn't even say, like, hello when she came in. She was just standing there waiting for the order, and they were just, like, doing whatever they were doing. And then probably, like, after 10 minutes, she pipes up and says, excuse me, I'm waiting for a mobile pickup order. And they were like, oh, was it for drive-through or for in here? Which is an insane question, because she's in the store. And so she's like, oh yeah, it wasn't for drive-through, it was, like, for pickup in store. And they were like, oh, okay, let's check. And they, like, look at it, and then they, like, apparently don't even say anything after that. They just, like, look at a screen, and then they, like, go about and start doing other things, or maybe they're preparing her order at that point. And one of the things on the order was chili, right? It was chili. And they come back to her after, like, a minute, and they're like, we're out of chili. And she's like, okay, well, I'll just take, like, the other things. And they're like, yeah, okay. And then, like, she waits, like, another 5 minutes. And then she's like, I don't exactly remember how it happened, but the way she told it, she's like, after another 5 minutes, they still hadn't really given her anything, and they were like, and she was like, am I still gonna get like my drinks that I ordered? Because I think it was like chili and some drinks. And then she's like, and then they were like, oh, we don't have any ice, which like ice was like an important part of some of the drinks. And then she was just like, okay, and then she just left basically. Like she had to keep she had to just keep prompting them for like to like tell her like, okay. Like it was like pulling teeth the way she described it. I was like mad for her the way that she described it. Like she had to keep like asking like, okay, well, am I still gonna get this? And then they're like, oh no. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna get this. No. It was like, it was so stupid. Just the way I kept. It's like, I don't know. Just like maybe I'm just jaded from having worked in customer experience for myself. Yeah, we didn't get anything. She had still paid for it, and then she at the very end, here's the crux, here's the thing that makes me the most angry. I actually forgot about the most important part of the story, is that at the end, she had paid for it through the mobile app, right? She had paid for it through the Tim Hortons. Didn't get any of the food, any of the drinks, because they're like, we're out of chili, we're out of ice, which is also kind of a crazy thing to be out of ice, by the way. And then she's like, okay, well, if I'm not getting any of this stuff, can I get a refund? And the boys, they looked at each other, they looked back at her, and they were like, we can't do that in store because you paid on the mobile app. I can give you a phone number to call. And then later on, my mom goes through the app to try and get a refund. And on the app, it says, you will need to seek a refund from the store. You will need to like go into the store and they have the authorization to give you a refund from in the store. So like she paid for it. They told her you can't get a refund. It was just, it was the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life. Not to be rude, but they were idiots. It was like, I can't even fathom a level of customer service that bad. Like, I didn't think that something like that, like, egregious. Like, strike one, you don't say hi. Strike two, this person's waiting and, like, clearly waiting for something, and you don't even acknowledge them until they, like, bring it up to you first. Strike three, when you tell them, like, oh, we don't have this one thing, and then you think that's just like the end of it and that they don't get their money back. I was like, it just fell apart on every possible level, and I was just like so mad. We were all very mad. It was like the worst. It was a comedy of errors at a certain point. It was pretty crazy. Usually side with the customer service workers. I get it. Like I've worked customer service and I know that it's not always the easiest thing, but like the way that they just, like, blatantly ignored her for so long was... And then don't even get a refund. And then she didn't even get a refund at the end of it. It's like, I was just, like, baffled. Like, how does a store fall apart so categorically here? It was just, like, insane. I don't even know. I didn't even tell the story that well, but I'm glad I got the point across, because it was just... In the moment, it was one of the most baffling experiences of my life. I'm like, how do you even get a job? I mean, it's probably not their fault at the end of the day. Maybe it ultimately probably boils down to like management at a certain level, but it was like, not to be rude, but I'm willing to bet they gave themselves the refund. Who knows, dude? Who the heck knows? Post a bad Yelp review. I think my mom did post a bad review because like, I'm not in the habit of, even if I get, like, below average service somewhere, I'm not in the habit of going on Yelp and leaving, like, a bad review. But for something that egregiously, like, like, that egregious, I guess, is just the word to use. I think they probably have that review coming, yeah. Yeah, they weren't supervised. They were, like, the only two in the store. It was just, like, two, like I said, high school-age boys, which is probably where the problems start to arise. With personal experience in customer service, it's not always the customer's fault. A lot of the time, it is the customer's fault. A lot of the times, the customers will, like, hyperbolize their negative experience in a retail store when really they were the one in the wrong. But this is not a case of that. It was just not. It wasn't that at all. It was like even now you can tell that I'm still like kind of speechless about it. It hardly even feels real at how bad it was. It was like a sitcom. Was it late in the day? It was like 8 p.m. I want to say. Late enough in the day. Befriend Ellie, it will be so easy for me. True. All of our iridium pomegranates. You are not wrong. I'm surprised Elliot's not befriending us. He can probably smell those pomegranates from a mile away, given just how many there are at this point. First day for both of them, Mentor is out sick. That's the only thing I could rationalize, is that, like, it's literally, like, these two's, like, first day on the job, and for some reason, they're not under any kind of supervision at all. Because, like, customer service 101, anyone who's worked a customer service position at any point in their lives, or even really, like, interfaced with customer service on either side of the conversation, will tell you, like, the number one thing is, you know, acknowledge the customer's existence. It kind of goes without saying, that one. like when a customer comes into your store, say hi. Or like when they come up to the counter and they're clearly standing there waiting for something, be like, do you need anything? It's literally like, that's not even customer service. That's just like common courtesy, I would think, but Allie, welcome on in. Is that a mod I see? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. In that case, they could say that. Yeah, like the communication. It's like Skyrim speech level 0 is what was going on with those two. I have no idea. You think your worst was a waitress had informed a bug? You informed a waitress that a bug had crawled out of your lettuce, and she asked what you wanted, and she asked what she wanted you to do about it, or what you wanted her to do about it. That's pretty bad. That's at that point you don't finish your meal and you just like leave, basically. A bug's crawling out of my salad? No, and thank you. It's like nightmare fuel right there. We did get the Sturgeon, yeah. We got the Sturgeon, and then we've completed several goals beyond that even. We've gone even further beyond. And now we got a Dorado in our sights. You had someone try to gaslight you into thinking that your mom had ordered wrong when you were literally sitting next to her when she ordered. You didn't fall for it. Good on you. You gotta stick to your guns in that sort of situation. I'd be the kind of person that would just, like, cave under the pressure probably if the store's telling me that they like got something and then, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure I ordered this thing, but you're telling me I get this thing. I would probably be like, oh, okay, my mistake. That's on me. Sometimes the store is in the wrong. Not always. And I would hazard a guess and say not even often. I think this is a very, like, very outlandish situation, but you can't always chalk it up to the customer being, like, a Karen or something like that. Hey there, Simber. Welcome on in. A few more days till Dorito catching. Dorado does kind of look like a Dorito. I gave it to you. One time a waitress asked your family members super salad and then walked away without asking me because they all said salad, which was a large bowl. You wanted soup? Bruh. I feel that. I feel that so hard. That's so sad. I've never been forgotten by a waiter or waitress or anything like that, but I have been forgotten by my mom in the back of the car. I told that story before. where she drove me and my sister to school, but I was in the back seat being real quiet. So when she dropped my sister off, she just started driving home. And I was like, what about me? And then my mom's like, oh my gosh, I forgot you were back there. And I was like, oh, okay, it's fine. And a single tear rolls down my cheek. Not really, but it was funny at the time. Forgotten little Argon. I was like, I forget how old I was. I was in like grade 8. So I wasn't like a super little kid or anything like that. But I was still little enough, I suppose. Late to school because of mom's memory slip. I don't know how well that excuse flew with the teachers, honestly. I don't think I was even that late, because like normally we would get dropped off at school relatively early anyway. So I was still chilling pretty much. Grade 8 makes no sense to you? On a conceptual level? Did anyone else have a grade 8 graduation? I distinctly remember that, and even at the time when it was happening, when I was having the graduation, I was kind of like, this is weird. Like, I get that it's like, at least for me, where I went to school, grade 8 is like the end of middle school, and you're like going into high school in grade 9 through 12. So I kind of get it from that standpoint, where it's like, oh, you're transitioning from one school into another. You're moving on to your high school experience. But, like, a whole graduation ceremony for grade 8? You kidding me? It was kind of fun. Like, I'm not gonna turn down an opportunity to, like, not have class and have, like, a celebratory occasion instead, but it still just struck me as one of the oddest things. Chat, summer has arrived. Are you ready? Summer is here. It's officially Dorado season. Should I invest in a seafoam pudding for the Dorado? Dorito time, baby. Do you think it's worth it? We only have 3 seafoam puddings left. Is the Dorado hard enough to justify it? We are fishing level 1. Bring one just in case it gives me trouble. Don't eat it at first, though. Trout soup. We might have some trout soup on hand as well. We do have trout soup. Let's start with the trout soup. I'll bring some trout soup out with me. And we'll just see how it goes, yeah. We'll play it by ear. I know the Dorado is a difficult fish to catch. Honestly, it might be a difficult fish to even, like, hook in the first place. But no time like the present. Let's go find out and see what kind of luck we got here. Do I have a Dish of the Sea? I don't know if I do. I don't think I do, actually. I think the only place I would have gotten one of them is from a community center reward, and I don't know if I completed that bundle. Probably not. The search for El Dorado. Dorado is the same difficulty and type as a sturgeon, so base it on that. Thank you, Miss Palindrome. Appreciate the fresh intel. Alright. Great music for it, too. I usually fish for a Dorado just, like, right outside of Leia's cabin here. So let's go ahead and give it a whirl here. Yeah, Dorado is one of those fish. You're not just gonna like go and catch a Dorado like randomly most of the time. You're gonna need to like go out of your way to try and find a Dorado. I think that's the experience most people have with this fish. Is that? That's not a Dorado. It's kind of shaking a little bit. He's a little shaky, but he's not like. Chad, is this a Dorado? This might be a Dorado, maybe? I mean, I gotta keep it on the line. I'm willing to see it through here. Worst case scenario, we just reset the day. doesn't feel that... Does it feel Sturgeon level difficult? It kind of does. I guess, I mean, it's giving me a run for my money for sure. That, you know, that might have been Dorado, dude. That might have been it. I don't know. That was kind of a tough one. I'm not gonna lie. First try lucky. That is decidedly not a Dorado. That was like a sunfish or something. It seems super calm. That's what I was thinking. I was picturing the Dorado kind of like jumping around more than that. But I mean, it was jittering enough. If only there was a Dorito emoji. There's got to be a chip emoji at the very least, right? That's unfortunate. Yeah, the Sturgeon definitely jumps around a lot. It, like, jumps up and down the bar. You passed the bar? Bamboo pole for me. Triangle emoji, there you go. Triangle man, triangle man. Do you think I can get down to the forest easier this way? Maybe. I don't know if Iota will fit through all these little gaps. Let's just follow the path and hope for the best. Okay, that's awkward. Okay, well, sorry, Iota. Probably still faster at the end of the day than going the long way around. Take the long way home. Little triangle fish. Like, thank you for all the triangles, and thank you for all the supply crates as well. Game, holy moly. I'm not going to open any of them up yet, but in principle, thank you. Alright, take two. I really hope I didn't squander that, like, first Dorado catch. And then we just, like, never catch it, or never see it again for, like, the longest time. Hopefully we just get another one nice and quick here. So long, and thanks for all the triangles. Bruh. The green algae is gonna put a damper in things for sure. I don't even mind the extra experience that we get from the green algae, but the fact is, the green algae is part of the fishing collection. So if we catch it, then we have to reset, because catching green algae is its own goal, which is pretty hilarious. Ooh, oh, my ears just popped. Ow. It's been a while since that's ever happened. Crazy pressure differential or something. That was weird. Yeah, it is. I've popped my ears in the past, but that was like the first time it's popped like naturally on its own, and it like hurt, dude. It was weird. The first and only Dorado of the summer. Let's hope not. I mean, come on. Dorado is arguably one of the most stylish fish in Stardew Valley. I'm a big fan of the orange. And clearly, Beatrix is the most stylish person in the valley. You can tell that just based on the sheer levels of drip coming off of her outfit right now. So, obviously, the Dorado would want to be part of this, right? I don't see why not. Any Dorado... Ooh, hold on a minute. Hold. Dude, this has got to be it. This has got... Tell me this is not a Dorado. Did you see how fast that thing jumped up? Wait, maybe not? Maybe... Hold on. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see it through. That's a Dorado, baby. Easy as that. Silver Star Dorado. What the heck was that other one, then? Because that was not the same pattern as the first one that we got, right? There's no way that was the same fish. Like, what the heck was that other one? What other, like, difficult fish are here? Rainbow trout? Rainbow trout! Either way, we got ourselves a Dorado, a fierce carnivore with brilliant orange scales. That was actually relatively painless. We'll take it. And with that, that is officially 30 goals complete. Do you believe it? You know, I don't even have to go home and... Well, actually, I'm going to go home. Let's put this Dorado in a place of prestige. It didn't give us that much of a run for our money, but... And I'm very glad we didn't invest a seafoam pudding into that one, I'll tell you that. For sure. Alright. Pop you in here. You cannot add any more items of this type. I think all of these are full, aren't they? These all look pretty full to me. Not that one, but, I mean, I don't need to tell you the story of that one. Let's go ahead, grab a... What do we got here? Is there, like... There's a small fish tank and there's a large fish tank. Is there a medium fish tank? Does not appear to be the case. I'll take a small fish tank for this guy and pop it right over here. Right there is fine. There you go. Eat Dorado? I don't think so. I'll eat Doritos, but not Dorados. There you go, buddy. Swimming right at the top. He's a top feeder. Wiggle, wiggle. There we go. All right. Dorado officially caught. Let's roll one more goal, shall we? We'll roll one more goal. Whether we finish it or not depends on what the goal itself is, but we're nearing the end of the stream here, so... But I can't leave it on a cliffhanger like that. I will never, mark my words, I will never leave you not knowing, like, what our next goal is. I'll always at least roll the goal before the end of the stream. So, without further ado, let's go do it, shall we? Left for 15 minutes and missed it. It happens. It happens, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ophelia, but it is, it's just the way of the world. But at least you can be here for the most exciting part, arguably. When we actually get to roll... Wait. Actually get to roll our next goal. Catch a Dorado. Let me write it down real quick. Write that down. Write that down. Level up anything, please. That's what I'm saying. Catch a Dorado. Okay. What do you think, chat? Let's finish this goal first and foremost. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Finish her up. Boom. 5.3%. Get your guesses in now. What category of goal is this going to be? We've had a lot of shipping goals, and then that was our only non-shipping goal this stream. What do you think we're going to get? Do we get level? Do we get fishing? Do we get crafting, cooking, friendship? There are many people. Many people are clamoring for a level up right now. It's like a mobile gacha game with how much I'm seeing the words level up on my screen right now. This is crazy. Can we get a level up goal, please, for the people? Randomizer, just give us this one boon. Just one boon. We don't ask for much around here. We usually just take what you give us, but please, if we can just collectively hold hands together and all beg for a level up goal. It can be any skill. Any skill. Just give me something. Please. Anything. Please. I'm dying! It's not that bad. It's not that bad, but it's just the principle of the matter, dude. The principle of the matter. This freaking void salmon looking me in the eyes. We're catching all, like, the coolest fish. I can't be mad about that. Octopus, blue discus, Dorado, freaking void salmon. It's pretty wild. Seafoam pudding time. Might as well lock in the day. I think that's a good call. I think that is going to be as good a note as any to end things on today. We're not going to catch the void salmon right now, but we'll catch it at the very top of the stream tomorrow. It shouldn't take all that long based on, you know, how long the Dorado took. I can't imagine a void salmon taking all that much longer, to be honest with you. Mushy Ginkgo, hello. I am back from vacation, yes. Good to see you. I guessed void salmon on Pufferdle today. You're not wrong. It always comes back to Pufferdle somehow. It's Pufferdle? Always has been. Alright. Pop this away in here. Might as well hold on to my bamboo pole for the time being. And, yeah, we're off to bed. Began and ended stream with void salmon. It's a void salmon sandwich. Alright, locked in. Dorado officially caught. That's my face right now. As I try to get excited for another fishing goal. I digress. We'll go ahead and catch that void salmon next time, next stream, which will be tomorrow. Same time, same place. We're back to the usual sort of schedule. I look forward to it, and I hope you do as well. We're going to climb onwards and upwards. Maybe tomorrow we'll actually get to level up. Who knows? For now, Beatrix, you're still going to have to be a newcomer. Hate to say it, but... How are you going to call her a newcomer? 14 years into this adventure, after everything she's done, she's still a newcomer? I can't even. That's just so rude to Beatrix on the whole. My goodness. Llama, thank you for the 12 months, 1 year of support at the Neutron level. Get some one space Y in chat. 1 year of membership. Thank you. Catching the tail end of the stream. Did you miss too much? Depends on your definition of too much, but there we go. One space Y, baby. No level up challenge part 2. All right. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for joining me on the first stream back from the vacation. First stream, same as ever. So, although I feel like a little bit of a fish out of water, funnily enough. I need to get back used to streaming again. I digress, though. Thank you all for joining me. I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Be good to one another, be good to yourselves, and I will send you off with the fan art compilation, as per usual. This is Argon Matrix, signing on out. Thank you and have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye!